finally got to try it, but that was alright.
Oh, I still need to try that demo. I said I'd try it myself.
So do I.
I'm gonna do that tomorrow. That's probably gonna be one of the free videos I do tomorrow because I was supposed to do it today, but I got postponed.
Oh yeah, do it so then I can cheat and know what to do.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I will be playing. I will be live streaming the demo. So yeah, I got you.
Hey,
You know,
anybody
with
else
me-
YouTube messed up.
Yeah, mine
You know,
is.
I'm hearing
Yeah.
that. Is YouTube messed up? Like,
Yeah, I'm trying
Yeah,
to log on. Like
Yeah, I was trying to sign up.
Wi-Fi, no Wi-Fi, ain't nothing working.
Nah, yeah, my YouTube.
Oh yeah,
is not
YouTube is
working.
acting up right now. Oh
That's
shit.
that's crazy.
Wait, but your stream just popped up.
Uh-oh, P-Rock got superpowers. Hold on.
I'm hoping the only thing that works is my channel and nothing else. Like, what is it? Like 3 billion people watching YouTube? You only have one choice, and that's me.
6 frames no lag, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey.
That's it. That's it. We're the only thing that's working on YouTube right now. So it's either us or nothing.
Everybody donate $1, bro. Shoot.
Yeah, multi-billionaire.
Well, P-Rock will be
We'll be-
in a mansion, private jet.
This will be the first podcast with 3 billion views live. Because nobody else got nothing else to watch but this. That would be wild.
That would be
Oh,
freaking amazing.
So that would be
Okay,
hilarious.
I see everybody in chat. SPR in chat. Lunchi.
My stuff's still not working. Hold on, let me
I
see.
know mine's not working.
Yeah, they got people in the chat. They talking right now.
Let me see. Nah, my joint's still not working.
Yeah,
On
my
Wi-
shit.
on
Wow.
Wi-Fi or mobile data.
Please let this be the only thing that works on YouTube.
I can see my notifications though. Let me see.
Nothing else. No one could watch nothing. Not even pre-recorded stuff.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I can go.
There we go.
I can go to P-Rock stream.
I can go
That's
to the
it.
notifications.
That's the
There we go.
only thing you can
Yeah, I
see.
did the same
It's
thing.
P-Rock stream.
That's wild, bro.
You know, I'm definitely gonna have to repost that so I can get the eyes.
That would be
on it.
hilarious.
That's where I noticed. I tried to repost it on my YouTube channel and I couldn't open up my YouTube app.
That would be that would be hilarious if like the biggest blunder YouTube ever did was somehow they messed up and the only thing you can see on YouTube is this channel. My God, that would be so amazing. Like
That would be
literally,
amazing.
just one day of that would set me for life.
For real, that would be a multi-billionaire
Yo.
in one night.
Yo, just let me get 1% of that. Help your boy
You-
out.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's not just us too. The chat's saying it too. It's having issues in a lot of areas. YouTube is acting up, not working.
Yo, that's crazy. YouTube had a stroke. What the?
I got a-
It just happened like 20 minutes ago. I was just watching.
YouTube got high blood pressure. That's what's going
I got a
on. Like, what?
notification. That's why I'm here. Damn. Well,
It happened
appreciate
on-
y'all
it
for
happened
rocking
on
out with
X
us.
Oh snap!
It happened on X like yesterday.
Oh, for real?
X was down. X was down for like an hour, I think.
It's all the AI, bruh.
Yeah, it got to be
The
the
AI fucking up shit.
It's the AI. Yep. Yeah. But when I play the stream, it's not playing. Let me see.
Mm.
Oh, it's playing for me. It's
What's
playing on my
playing for
TV right now. Mhm.
I had a-
Yeah, because I have a stream on my TV.
There we go. I see it now.
Yeah,
I had to
it's
go
up. 'Cause
look
he's-
it up
he's
through
talking and
YouTube
everything.
notifications.
Yeah, he's talking and everything. I can see it.
Hmm.
I see all the names coming up and everything. I see everything right now.
Yeah, it's working
Well,
now. Let me see.
well, chat's coming through. The chat's coming through. The chat will find
Yeah,
a way.
Chat, you guys are some real ones.
The chat is resilient. This
The
channel
channel
subscribers
goes
is
up.
resilient.
W chat.
He said it's not full RDNA too. SPRX, you're full.
Mm.
You're full, bro.
Yeah, it's only for the brokies.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy work.
It's only broke if you go to normal YouTube. So, like, if I've got you guys subscribed on my thing, I can go to your channels and the links work fine. It's just a general one I'm playing.
Yeah, that's wild. I had to look it up through the notifications tab.
Yeah, that's
so
how I joined
anybody
too.
Following, yeah, anybody who's subscribed will be able to get it through your channel one, just not through the homepage. It's work.
All right. Okay. right, so let's get the show on the road. Welcome, my friends, my family, my fellow gamers. Your only friend these YouTube streets, Porter Rock 77. And thank you for rocking out with another episode of 60 Frames No Lag podcast, where we talk all things gaming, PlayStation, Nintendo, PC, Xbox, and whatever weird business or whatever we want to talk about in the gaming industry and stuff like that. But what we definitely don't talk about is the Dallas Cowboys. So you never have to worry about that trash.
Yo, Will, hell nah.
Man, this guy collapsed his whole thing. Like, what are you doing?
Bro, this
You got an
destroyed his
earthquake
whole
or
setup.
something? We'll just blame it on you had a little tremor. That's what happened. Oh, my man had
Blame
to
it
pick
on-
the camera.
I
He
blame
got
it
a
on
tremor.
YouTube.
That is
Like,
crazy.
man. He had a little tremor. All that thing collapsed
Yo.
live on air
That's crazy.
and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, But hey, we're gonna do quick intros. We're gonna go around the room. Get the panel going. We'll start off with Will. What's going on, my brother? How you doing out there? Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's cool. You know, storms let up for a little bit, but it's gonna
Okay.
kick back up like around like 10 o'clock. But yeah, appreciate y'all for having me. Hit that like button, everybody.
All right, absolutely. Appreciate you, brother. Hope you
Appreciate
stay
you
safe
for
in that
checking
thing.
in. Appreciate
Absolutely. Absolutely. We got the brain. What's going on, brother? You happy we
Good,
don't get the
man.
thumbnail? I took out the thumbnail. That was something I'm always.
you.
I was thinking about putting it again, but I'm like, you know what? It's a one-time thing. We're gonna leave it at that.
Chill, he
We're gonna leave
gonna
it at that. We're just gonna leave that
Hey,
crazy like that.
I'm good. You know what? I'm waiting on my Ken Griffey ones. I forget
Ooh.
which year it came out, either 96 or 97, but I'm waiting for them to come in the mail because I wound up getting them yesterday for like $120.
Damn. Nice.
Steal. That's a
Yeah,
steal.
yes it is. Yes it was.
Yes, it is a steal. You better hope they're not like a size 2.
Oh,
Or
no.
some shit.
Oh,
You
no.
get the baby Griffies. You'll be like, what the? You're gonna have to give it to your daughter. Your daughter be rocking Griffies, and ain't you.
Hey, I would do that.
That's what's up, man. But I'm glad. Thanks for rocking out, man. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
All right. We got Sean K, the king of Plats. What's going on, brother?
P-Rock? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm doing amazing, man. Very good day.
Very good day. What's your plat count now?
I'm at 2,030.
Wow, 2030. That's wild. That's some
Yeah, I
wild stuff.
know. That's crazy.
That's some wild. That's wild
That's
shit.
crazy work, bro. Good
That's wild
shit.
shit.
That's when the
Yo, that's-
PS6 dropping.
Yeah, like yo, that's some wild, man. That's good. Congrats, brother. Congrats, man. So what you been up to?
Oh yeah. I've been trying to play a couple of games here and there. Like I said, I'm kind of hyped for that God of War game. I'm gonna have to play very soon, so I'm actually gonna try that this week.
The Sons of Sparta?
Yeah, the Sons of
Oh,
Sparta.
yeah, that's a topic today.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hoo-hoo. Okay. All right.
I got
I
something
love
to
it.
say about that one.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Good. All right. We got Doughboy from North Carolina.
Yes, sir.
Yo,
Yes, sir.
how you doing, brother?
Hey,
Weather was kind of good today, at least where I'm
yeah,
at.
it was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went outside, went to a couple places, Joe. So like this gonna sound crazy, but I'm gonna say it right. I had Five Guys burgers and fries. Let me
There you
specify
go.
that.
There you
Let me
go.
specify that. I have Five Guys burgers and fries for the first
Oh, okay,
time.
good,
today.
good, good. Don't just say you got Five Guys because they're gonna be
you
like,
can't, bro.
you on the
bro,
wrong
bro,
podcast, bro.
I already knew. I was about to get shot. I already knew it. But
Okay.
yeah. So I had that for the first time today. They had a buy one get one free coupon. So I was like, shit, let me just try to see what it tastes
And
like.
that shit was still like $50.
Bro, it's hella expensive. Dog, even with the coupon, it was like $25. I was like, damn.
Nah, they're expensive.
That's
For
crazy.
real, man. But I mean, it was straight. It was straight. It's probably not something I would go get like all the time, but it was all right.
Yo,
So, yeah.
I remember I recommended Five Guys to one of my boys in the Marine Corps, but he's a cheapo, right? Like, let me tell you, he's a good dude, right? But he's very frugal with his money, absolutely
Right.
frugal. Like he's so frugal that the only like candy bar he would buy if he had to buy a candy bar would be a Snickers because he said you get the most stuff out of compared to any candy bar. So if you're gonna buy a candy bar, buy Snickers
That's
because it literally has the most amount of stuff. It has the nuts, the nougat, the caramel, and the chocolate. While other things is just chocolate or just this. He says Snickers is the most bang for your buck. So that's how like frugal he is. Anyway, one day I recommended
That is crazy.
Five Guys when they opened up over here, and he took him and his now wife there, Yo, he texts me. He says, "Don't you ever recommend some gourmet ass burger joint?" He goes, "I just spent $50 for 2 damn burgers, 2 fries, and 2 drinks." He's like, "Man, don't you ever recommend some
Well, how
shit
much
like this to
fries
me?"
did you get though?
Yo,
fam?
I know, right? Yo, that's why I listen. If you ever eat at Five Guys, never order large fries. It's
Oh
pointless.
nah, hell nah, I got the
There's-
small fry. They give you
Yes,
a lot,
because they're gonna
though.
give you a lot of fries anyway.
Mhm.
They're gonna give you a whole bunch of fries anyway, so there's no point in ordering large fries. I don't even know why they have sizes. It should just say fries. We'll just give you whatever we want. But yo, he was so mad. Like, yo, that text was all caps and everything. He said, "Don't you ever recommend no goddamn gourmet ass restaurant." He said $55 for this shit. Yo, he was mad. He said, "I could have went to Fuddruckers." I was laughing. I don't know if everybody knows. Yeah,
I miss Fuddruckers.
he knows. I know. Doughboy knows Fuddruckers.
Take
Oh
your
yeah,
ass
oh, yeah,
out.
I
miss
had
Fudd-
Fuddruckers
I
before,
miss
yeah.
Fuddruckers. We have
You
one
know-
down here.
Oh, you have one too? Yeah. He said, "I could have taken that Fuddruckers for $16 and got the same shit." Yo, I was
Take your
dying.
ass down the street,
Yeah,
let him
bro.
fuck your head up.
Yo, I was dying. He said, "I could have went to Fuddruckers and got the same deal for $16. Yo, I was dying. Oh, he was
You ain't
so
lying,
mad. But anyway, yeah. So Five Guys real expensive. All right, but okay, Doughboy, appreciate it, man. And then of course we got Valkyrie. All right, the one lone representative of Australia, because I don't know where M is at.
Oh, M, he'll
Yeah.
turn up later, halfway through, and then he'll insert his comments, and then it'll be a debate. It's all right.
Yeah, you go. He'll complain about something.
Yeah, we actually
You know,
got
he'll
it.
come in. He'll complain about something. His
Yeah.
probably his AC
Shit.
probably went out, so he's probably dying in his house.
Oh,
Oh
man.
no.
That's probably what happened. He's probably like in a wife beater,
No.
just sweating.
That's
You know.
crazy.
All right. So how's everything with you, Valkyrie?
Yeah, good. Tried a few of the new games on the weekend. That was good.
Okay, so what games you tried?
Switch 2, I tried Pragmata. That was good.
Okay. That was the what is it? The demo? That's the demo, right?
Demo?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
It
the
ran pretty good.
On the Switch 2, that was pretty good. Yeah, no
Okay.
lag, no nothing. Just me
Okay.
trying to get used to the controller.
Okay. Mhm.
Shoot things. And I tried Darwin's Paradox on the 6-year-old
Oh,
gaming
yeah,
laptop
the
I had.
octopus.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Octopus one,
Okay.
it's actually really good. It's so much
Alright.
fun. So yeah, that
Okay.
rendered pretty good, no lag. And my computer is 6 years old, so anybody who needs to know that, and it's still pretty good. Yeah, demo
Okay.
as well. So yeah.
That's all right. Right. When you play your Switch, do you play just in portable mode? Or do you have it connected to your TV? What's your
Oh,
preferred
it's
way to
docked
play
all the
Switch 2?
time. I'm like a hen.
Question.
It's docked.
It's docked all the time. Like, yeah. It's straight up docked.
I respect
Okay.
that.
All right. Awesome. Appreciate it. All right. Thanks, everybody. I'm sure the rest of the panel will come in when they feel like it, but we have more than enough to start the show and continue the show. But first, I want to give thanks to all the viewers here, to the chat. Thank you for showing up. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you get to enjoy the show. For the people who subscribe, thank you for sticking around and supporting the channel. Of course, membership opportunities is around. And those of you who provide a membership, thank you so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate every one of you. And if you're new and this is your first time watching the show, I hope you enjoy and you stick around. I will post more videos. I know I've been slacking with the extra content. I'm recorded for, the 5 to 7 minute videos. I will get back on track with that. So that will happen more. Okay, so we'll get back on track. But ultimately, thank you so much for sticking around. So first, let me kick off with the viewer activity, aka the super chats, and we'll kick it off with D487 with the $10 super chat. And D said, FTC investigated popular YouTuber Porterrock77 for monopoly over streaming content. That's it. Imagine that happened. YouTube does something. I'm the only channel. FTC's like, yeah, it's kind of a coincidence. You're the only thing that worked. I'll be like, listen, do I look like the type? I barely get my audio to work. Right? You think I orchestrated or shut down a YouTube? Right? The best thing I could do is this AI generated thing in the background with the help. Like, I don't have that talent. Like, what are you guys talking about? I could just imagine I'd be in a Senate committee. I'd be like, holy cow, I'm actually going to go to hell for this. Imagine that me in the Senate, first question asked, are you an American citizen? I'd be like, what the? I'll be like, what? Like, I thought this was a YouTube. Are you an American citizen? I'm like, motherfucker, you have my military record. You know me more than I know myself. All right. Anyway, that'll be hilarious. But thank you, D. Gordo P23 with the $2 super chat. Thank you. It says, hit the like button, you bunch of freeloaders. Yeah, the least you can do is just hit the like button since you're here. That would be truly appreciated. Thank you, Gordo. And then of course we got the Major, and he sent a gift membership. Yo, listen, Majors be sending gift memberships. You know, I hope whoever receives it really appreciate it. I know I appreciate Major reaching out, you know, and gifting a membership. You know that. You know, you can
Shout out Major
spam.
Players.
You know, again, my favorite little smiley is the avatar look of me. That's personally my favorite. I don't know who did that. I try to find the person who did this. You know, and I'll put it up right now. You know, so I could give them credit, but they just did it and disappeared. So that's personally my favorite. I don't know why. It's just I just like looking at myself as if I'm in the movie Avatar. I don't know. It just is, you know. That's just it's the coolest one, you know. But appreciate it. Thank you so much. And then we also got Holiday Style. What's going on, brother, with the $5 super chat? And Holiday said, does the panel have anything to say on the passing of the father of Sega hardware, Hideo Sato? I really enjoyed the Dreamcast. Oh, you know why? We could start there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the father and the creators of the Sega console passed away. I'm gonna say, rest in peace and condolences to his family. But I'll say this: I was a Sega fanboy. I grew up a
Yeah.
Sega fanboy. Sega was my preferred platform, and I had Nintendo, right? And I know Nintendo was the more popular console. They were everywhere on TVs, cartoons. When I was growing up, they had a show called Captain N. N is for
Yeah, I remember
Nintendo,
that.
the Game Master.
Mother Brain.
Yeah, it had Mother Brain was the bad guy. Mega Man
Yeah.
had a voice,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, they funny.
Simon, I like Simon though. Simon was like a, pissy guy that was like all into beauty, whatever. Like it was weird. He was like he was always like full of himself and stuff like that. But they had great characters, a great show. Then they also had the Zelda cartoon. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah,
I
I
remember
remember
that
that.
one, the
That's
Zelda
cool.
cartoon. What else? What other cartoons?
Mhm.
But Nintendo was pretty much a staple. Any video game platform you play, people say, "Are you playing Nintendo?" They didn't say, "Are you video gaming?" Like literally, the term was, "Oh yeah, they're playing Nintendo." Like Nintendo and gaming was synonymous. So Nintendo dominated. At least in the '80s and early
Definitely,
'90s, the market for
definitely.
gaming. But I was attracted to Sega primarily because of the arcade, because Sega dominated the arcades. Altered
They
Beast,
did.
the games. I
They
know
did.
Hangout was real popular, Golden Axe, and Nintendo wasn't
Mhm.
really much in arcade. There was a few games like Mario,
Ah,
the original Mario Brothers,
Even Michael
Super
Jackson had an
Michael
arcade
Jackson.
game.
Oh yeah, yeah. So so Sega was so dominant in arcade games, and I played arcade so much. And then when Sega created a console and translated those games into thing, it just connected and stuff like that. So I was always a big Sega kid, and I got every single. I could say out of every, I could say almost, I could say I probably got every product Sega ever made that I could think of. Official product that they made. I had the Master
Mm.
System. I had the adapter. I had this Master System. I had the Sega Genesis. I had the adapter that allowed backwards compatibility to the Genesis, so you could play your Master System games. It was funny. I
Hmm.
bought it thinking, "Oh, it's great," but I didn't really care about playing Master System games. That's how I knew backwards compatibility wasn't for me, because I had the Genesis game. Why would I want to keep playing Master System games when I had Genesis games to play? But anyway, I had the Master System, Genesis, Saturn, Dreamcast, Game Gear.
That Game Gear, yeah.
Yeah, I had the Game Gear. The Sega
Gamecast.
3D glasses. I had that.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Didn't really work. I had the Sega gun. In fact, the gun came with the Master System and stuff. I pretty much had almost everything Sega. That was probably the one platform where I kept Sega CD and 32X. So
Oh
Sega was my
wow.
priority. So yeah, so Sega was my priority. Sega was my priority for almost anything they made. I bought it. Or really my parents bought it.
Gamecast.
Or either my parents bought it, or I partially helped buy it by doing chores and being at the gas station squeegeeing windows and stuff for like 25 cents or whatever, or going out to supermarket packing bags and groceries for people, like for tips and stuff. But other
Yeah.
than that, Sega I would say is the one platform where I try to make it a point to get everything that they made and stuff. And some things wasn't worth it, whatever. Looking back, but I was a kid, so didn't really matter. But so the passing, it's just something. I was like, man, when I saw that, I didn't even say anything on Twitter, only because I just didn't want to see. There's always one asshole on Twitter. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Always,
Yeah.
always.
There's always one.
Always.
There's always one.
Always.
Yeah, there's always
That
one.
one guy.
Yeah, and so I didn't want to make a tweet, and then that one moron says something, whatever. So I was like, you know what, I just kept to myself and stuff like that. But anybody else with the passing of Hideki Sato, anybody else was just growing up a big Sega fan like me,
Yeah,
because I was a big
yeah,
Sega fan. Oh yeah, oh
yeah.
my man.
Myself. So
Okay.
I had of course, I was introduced to Sega through the Master System
Hmm.
because my aunt and uncle had that, but then my parents brought us a Sega Genesis. I had a secondhand Sega Saturn, um, had the Dreamcast, and as far as with Hideki-san, I remember it being a article. I forget if it was Dreamcast magazine or one of the major outlets, but I remember like he used like to keep Sega from going into bankruptcy. I think he actually put up like $750 million of his own money to keep that from happening because Dreamcast was just such at a loss that like that could have really really destroyed Sega. But for him to pass, like the point I was getting to was for him to pass. To me, it's like it's not just him because I know I felt the same way when I forget the one of the guys from Nintendo when he passed, and it was somebody else that just passed not too long ago. I think the Castlevania one of the Castlevania developers. But to me, it's like it makes me think of um not so much that that our childhood is dying because it been died. We are
Mm,
middle age. Well, most of us are middle age, but at the same time,
Hmm.
it's like like this, like that generation is dying. That's what
mm,
that really makes me think of as far
mm,
as. And I'm not trying to be too morbid or anything like that, but it's just like like these people was around,
yeah.
before I was even born. Like I know, like
Yeah.
it was saying that Hideki-san was was a engineer for Sega going back to 1972, and he just been
Yeah.
involved with Sega since. Matter of fact, not only has he been involved, but he went up, he climbed up the corporate ladder. But as far as as far as with those
Mm,
type of people, like those people with that that saw the gaming industry go from from its infancy all the way up until now,
yeah.
and we're leaving. To me, it's like, yo, man, like we're not so much that we're losing talent, but there's clearly a loss of clearly a loss of talent just because of who these. It's, when I hear names like this, it's like, yo, like who would be not so much who would not so much who would be their contemporaries, but for today's time, like in the 2020s or even 2010s, what new developers would be would be equivalent or even comparable to like somebody like him or Yu Suzuki or Miyamoto. I forget the guy's full name that
Mm,
at Nintendo or even on the PlayStation side. Like yeah, like who are these people today in today's time? Who is comparable to these guys? Like a lot of
mm,
the innovations that we even see up to today started with those guys.
yeah. Yeah. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah. You're right. So the thing is that guys like him, they were born during the right time, the right era, because gaming was in its infancy and their ideas and stuff helped push, what we have today. So all the new guys, let's say like the Mark Cerny's, they're improving what they started. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They're pushing. They're taking something that they began. They walked so that way the what we have today could run.
Right.
And keep it going. But I know what you do. Valkyrie, you say you were Sega. You grew up Sega. I think you're muted.
Oh. Oh, you
Yeah,
Yeah.
muted.
Sega.
We had a Game Gear because we had a Super Nintendo, so we didn't fight. My brother we had to take turns.
Okay.
And then I had a dream, and then I had the Dreamcast, which was awesome. So yeah, it's always
Yes. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome
I
platform.
think that's
Anybody
where
else
I
was?
picked up Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
Are
I had
you on the hunt?
Genesis. I had Genesis. I had Saturn.
All
I
right.
didn't have Dream. My cousin them had Dreamcast,
Okay.
which was dope as good. It was a good console and everything. But yeah, I grew up with both consoles. But yeah, I appreciate Sega as well. Definitely was good console growing up and everything. So I mean
Yeah.
that's unfortunate. He passed away and everything. So R.I.P. to him for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a Genesis as well. I had great times on that console.
Mhm. Comic
yeah.
Zone. That was my joint. I never
Comic
beat it because it
Zone,
was
yeah.
hard. Like
Yeah, it was so hard.
I'm telling you.
Mhm. You know,
Comic
there was
Zone
just
was, oh
there was
man.
just and Sega. How about you, Henry? Henry, you also Sega, right?
Yeah,
said?
I had some great memories. I can remember from the very beginning because like my friends, and this was like late eighth grade and me going to ninth grade, and people like my friends who had my classmates who had like the Master System were shit talking me on like how much better their Afterburner and Space Harriers were, and those games had like the worst like frame rate, but
Yeah.
they had good sound chip. It's
Yeah.
just that the Nintendo had a iron fist on publishing because
Yeah.
publishers weren't allowed to publish games outside
Well,
of
you
the
told the
platform.
story.
That's the
You
part of
told
the
the
Oh
contract.
story.
yeah, I
You
remember
you
that.
told the
Yeah, I
whole
remember
Right,
story.
that
right,
That
part.
story, tell me.
right. So and I walked into Good Guys one day. I don't know if you guys that's an electronics store. It's no longer around Circuit City and Good Guy. And then I saw
I
like
remember
Ultra
Circuit
Beast
City
playing.
and
Yeah,
Funko Land.
I remember
Good
Circuit
I
Guys
City.
was
I
remember
also
remember that
Funko
one.
Land too.
yeah, Good Guys was also the same thing, right? So and then on display they had Ultra Beast playing, and I was like shocked how beautiful it looked, right? So and then the way and it was I think it was 189 or 199 at the time. Came with one controller and Ultra Beast.
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
and I get $2 for lunch every day, and I was too young to work part time. So I basically don't eat lunch every day for a really long time. So, yeah. Until I saved
Hey,
like
I
two
know that.
hundred
I
and
know
like
that
twenty
too.
Like
dollars or
you're
something.
losing
Right?
weight.
son
You were
was
like
starving for
89
that
pounds.
Sega.
My man was
Yeah.
39
Do not do
pounds
that.
by the time he
Right.
got his Genesis.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
clever.
but I was 13, right? So it's a terrible time to not eat. So by the way, guys,
Yes.
because you're growing. So
But
yeah, so I got my hands on it, and then I beat Ultra Beast like in like a couple minutes, and I'm like, what the hell is this? But yeah, 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 like it's this is how kickstarted everything, and then I started studying about the technical aspect of it, how the Genesis is has a superior processor, but like the color, the graphics are terrible. They only had like 64 color palette, so the developer really had its challenge to make things look colorful, right? But yeah, the sound was great, the Yamaha sound chip and everything, and but most of my memories with how, and in retrospect, was how Sega was marketed in the United States, and to give a little props to Sato-san, he had to manage the post Dreamcast days on Sega, which I can only imagine how difficult it is for not having a console. So,
Yeah.
and
That was his
yeah,
bread and butter.
having to convert all of the best mascots to Nintendo and PlayStation and Xbox at the time. Right, so I think one of the biggest memory around that time is that Nintendo, for some reason, handed development of F-Zero on the GameCube to them, right? Because like Sega knows how to make racing games better than Nintendo, apparently. Yeah, so, but
But what's funny, smart move on Nintendo though. They realized, wait a minute, you
Yeah.
guys are a little bit better at this.
yeah,
We have the IP, you have the talent. Let's make it happen.
so,
Hey,
yeah,
I want to add something that Henry said, and this is something that I think was really unique to both the 8-bit, but more so the 16-bit generation with the Sega Genesis and the and the Super Nintendo. Um, it's crazy that developers were able to do so much with the limitations of the technology at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, Henry just said as far as the sound chip and the master system, but for me, I gotta say that the sound chip and the Genesis, even though a lot of third parties sound, they didn't take they didn't really use the Genesis to its fullest extent, outside of Sega's first party, but I'm always underneath the impression that when it comes down to like um, technical limitations or the ability to do more with little, I immediately think of the 16-bit era. Like for example, of course, from a sound design, I mean from a sound perspective, I think of Streets of Rage. Of course, Donkey Kong Country, like that takes the cake. Versus systems like matter of fact, like with the PlayStation or even Sega Saturn, just because of since those systems were so technologically more advanced, I remember it being a big deal, within gaming magazines talking about, oh, the soundtracks in video games, or whatever, the video game music is more, has more, CD quality sound, or it's more orchestrated versus what was available, during the 16-bit era. But it's like, but if they were able to, pull, basically make fucking magic or turn water into wine, based on the technical limitations of either the Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis versus what they can do with the PlayStation or Sega Saturn, and to this day, I still don't think there was anything since the 16-bit era that they were able to just somehow squeeze so much potential or do the impossible from out of those systems, and that's another. I'm going off on a tangent, but that makes me miss that era as well of gaming, because I do think that to me that may be like the second best era, in my opinion, of gaming, because
Second
of
best.
second best of what they are able to do. Yeah.
So what
Yeah,
you
first-
say is
first-
what would you say is the
I would-
first best?
I think the first best got to be Nintendo, like just with the NES, with them bringing back the gaming industry, and then there was just so many. And then it was just so many. There was just so many franchises that even to this day, some of them still exist, that started on Nintendo. It was like
Dragon Quest,
like I
Mario,
didn't.
Zelda. Yeah.
I didn't.
Shin Megami Tensei,
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
I was going to say like I still
Final
remember.
Fantasy.
I was gonna say Ninja Gaiden. Like I still got
Mhm,
fond
mhm.
memories of playing Ninja Gaiden and Double Dragon 2.
Mhm.
Fucking, if somebody was to pit not Sonic.
Mhm.
If somebody was to pit Super Mario Brothers 3 in front of me, I'm not an idiot. My IQ was a 140, but I swear I would still make the same mistakes as if I was 6 years old back in 1990, and just fucking, I could have 99 lives and I'll still die the exact same way. It's just that, that to me, that at that time, video games, the reason why I say second best for the 16-bit era is because video games, for me during, when I was that young, like it was like, it was magical. Like I can't think of a better term. Like it was, to me, it was really a different world for me.
16-bit was a huge jump from the 8-bit. Like
It was.
Definitely.
sound and graphics. Yeah, like it's and we talk about some of the greats today. Like Mark Cerny, I think he made Marvel Madness, right, as a kid.
Yes.
Right. So I think the greats that we have today all were experiencing coding from a very limited environment, so that they are
Yep.
able to use their creativity and work around. And I think that kind of like train their thoughts and way of thinking, right?
Yep.
So and to spin this back to PlayStation, the sound chip in the Super Nintendo was made by Ken Kutaragi, I think.
Yes.
Right. So it was actually Sony that helped Nintendo put together. And
Yeah, and
I think
Cerny was
Sword-
with Sega, and Cerny
Yeah.
was with Sega
Yeah.
in the beginning. So nobody
Yeah,
really
I
know
think-
that until you look up the history. Cerny was with Sega.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think,
Uh,
I think he
Sewer Shark was
involved-
also made by Sony, I think.
I think he was involved with Mark Cerny. I think he was involved with Sonic.
The
3,
Master
but-
Center, the
Mhm.
Master
Oh,
System.
He was.
Master
He was with
System.
Sega. He was with Sega. Yeah.
I thought it started with Sonic 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nah, the Master System. He started with the Master
Yeah.
System. That's why I say
Yeah.
it goes way back. It goes way
Mhm.
deeper than that.
Yeah. He's a prodigy. He was a prodigy. So yeah.
I'm glad
Sony really
PlayStation
have-
picked him up. I'm glad PlayStation picked
The
him up.
community is great to have him today. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Man, a NBA Supermax extension.
Oh yeah, he got
Hey,
that
for
great
real,
extension.
You gotta
Yeah,
think about
yeah,
how
Sony
long
needs
he
to
been
hold on to
around.
it.
Like, yeah,
Mhm.
Years.
Boy, decades.
Decades.
Telling you, man.
Man, respect to Cerny, man. Salute to that, man.
Mm.
But yeah, I was a Sega fan myself, man. But the only thing is, when I came up, I wasn't fortunate enough to play the Saturn. I had to go to my cousin's house to play the Dreamcast. But the only one I owned was the Sega Genesis. But my daddy had the Master System, so I was able to experience that a little bit. But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
definitely was able to play some of those things. But yeah, I was a fan of both, man. That was the OG console wars. Everybody was like, Sega's better than Super Nintendo. Man, I remember those days, man, like it was yesterday.
They
Yeah,
can
like,
do it,
even if you
Nintendo
go-
don't.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, even if you go like game version, like if you remember Mortal Kombat, You remember the code ABACABB?
Yep.
Put
Yes,
blood,
sir.
in, put
Blood
blood in the
code.
game. Yeah,
That
put
was in
blood in the
Sega.
game. I'm
Sega.
telling you. Yeah,
Sega.
so like
Sega did
even
it
just the
first.
way they differentiated like from each other back then, like yo, they really was going at it for real. And then when you talk about like exclusives, like mad exclusives.
Yep.
That was like the real time of exclusives there. So it's something, man, for real. You just look back at how things undeveloped, especially now.
Yeah,
That's one thing.
youngins Don't,
Oh, yeah,
you
I
guys don't
agree
know
with
how
That's
good
what-
we have it
I-
to
I'm
watch
gonna
the
say-
industry expand.
All that shit
To
talking
watch-
they did back in the day, like Sega does what Nintendo don't, just to put your
Yeah.
Sega
Oh,
games
yeah.
on Nintendo platform.
Iconic.
That's
Yeah.
how.
From a
That's
console
literally
wars,
what.
that's the real console war.
Literally
Yeah.
what Xbox is going through right now. They're like, yeah, we're gonna outspend Sony and put them out of business. You guys want Halo?
Backshot.
So Japan was
FIFA?
horrified the way Sega managed their marketing here in the United States.
Yeah.
Oh, they were going after
What the hell,
Nintendo,
like,
like attacking Nintendo and stuff. Oh, they were.
oh, you got Mike
They.
Tyson? We'll
Yeah.
get you Buster Douglas.
Yeah, I know, right? The guy who beat Mike Tyson. That was hilarious. You know.
I remember
But-
that game too. I played that game very well.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, but Sega took that seriously because they realized,
Mhm.
and part of what Henry taught us, I think even Sega internally realized that trying to acquire third-party support was challenging, so they had to rely on their internal studios and their internal methods to create games. And when you look at the output Sega did, they really pushed a lot, right? And they weren't afraid to go after areas where Nintendo dominated, whether it was something Nintendo did directly or indirectly. For example, an example of indirectly was Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy was huge, but that wasn't really Nintendo. That was just a locked deal with Square. It wasn't really even
Yep, it
Square
was
Enix. It was
Square back then.
Squaresoft. It was Squaresoft,
Squaresoft.
if you remember.
Squaresoft.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Sega's
Squaresoft.
like, all right, you guys got that. We got Fantasy Star, and they spelled it with a PH instead of F, right? So they try to bring that,
Yep,
Final
sure
Fantasy,
did.
right? But the biggest, I think the biggest, which is still iconic to this day, is Sonic. Sonic was born because of Mario. If Nintendo
Yep.
didn't dominate, the platformer with Mario and have a character as big as Mario, there wouldn't have been this need to create Sonic. But Sonic, design of Sonic and trying to create that character, that was like, intentional, right? And I remember reading articles. The one thing they didn't want to like just do a carbon copy of Mario. They try to figure something out where how can they be a platformer but do something different than Mario? Instead of just going after a character that does up and down, jump from platform to platform, they want
Fast.
platforming. And then I forgot to say it, but somebody mentioned, what about speed? Instead of methodical,
Yes.
jumping up and down and navigating, obstacles, speed, like the whole point is to get through these obstacles with speed and purpose, and really Sonic was born out of it. And Hedgehog wasn't even the first animal. It was a different animal they first considered. I forgot what it was. It was a totally different animal.
Got to.
And I'm like, yeah, that wouldn't have worked. That wouldn't have worked at all.
And it's
I don't
funny,
know.
he made his first appearance on the Master System.
Mhm. Really? Sonic?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Sonic was-
it was
it
like a
was. It
little
was just
cameo
really
in
slow.
the driving. It was like a
really
little truck driving game, if I'm right. It was like
No, that's why I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Now I see why I didn't notice.
there-
That's why I ain't playing no truck driving game, so it's all right. So
Okay. It was like a little
That's fine.
Sonic just sitting there. I was like, what the hell is Sonic doing there?
So, like, publishers used to get around the contract they have with Nintendo. Like, for example, if you look at the first Wonder Boy game from the Sega, and
Yes.
it's the same game as Adventure Island.
Yeah, Adventure Island, yes.
So
I remember. I remember I remember
Hudson
games that had
published-
complete and that always confused me because Nintendo and Genesis had the same either Master System was Genesis. They had the Ghost and Goblins or Ghouls and Ghosts.
Yeah.
But it's the same game,
yeah.
but it's two totally
Yeah.
different names, and it always confused me because some people are like, "Oh, yeah," and I was like, "I think Genesis was called Ghouls and Ghosts, and Nintendo called it Ghosts and Goblins." So every time I mentioned Ghouls and Ghosts, people
Super
looked at me
Ghosts
like
and
I was dumb. They're like, "No, it's Ghosts and Goblins." I'm like, "No, it's Ghouls and Ghosts." Like I could have like and I used to rethink, and then I come home, I look and I see I was right, but you didn't realize that they kept renaming. So I guess that's a great way to circumvent the loophole. and stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Same game too, man. That was
Like all the
crazy.
passion that I have about video games today, it's all from the 16-bit era. Like
Yeah.
it's just well, the 8-bit was good, but I was a kid. But 16 is when I watched the console war unfold, and I was like, what
Yeah.
the
I
hell?
think
This is great.
I think
right?
16-bit really. I think 16-bit flourished with what's the term, like artistry. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like they really tried to the color,
Yeah.
the color palette, and the artistry behind games. They really did a phenomenal job and stuff. They really.
I would
pushed out.
grab those graph papers that we have, like at school, and then I would draw pixels. Like I would draw the mushroom, the goombas, and the paratroopas using the little squares. Yeah, I would do that. To learn how to be a pixel artist. But guess what? That's not useful anymore.
No, right. Now you got AI. AI does that for you. AI will do it for you.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta do it.
It's just a polygon out.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it was a magical time, man. Anybody else have memories? Extreme?
Not even a bit.
Not even, but yeah, he was too busy ruling his
Yeah,
kingdom.
you're young.
Yeah,
so-
in the king
Oh,
in,
yeah,
in,
I'll
in,
talk about
in
it.
the kingdom of Cameroon, they didn't play Sega. So that's just that was not that was not rotated. So I got one story. Not the maybe I mentioned this before, but there's one story. This is probably the biggest memory I have with Genesis. It wasn't even directly. It is with Genesis, but it was because it was a gift. So, my parents bought me the Genesis for Christmas, right? But they bought it like 2 months. Maybe I ain't gonna say 2 months. I say at least a month early, right? It was shortly after Thanksgiving, right? And I found it, but I accidentally found it, right? I was looking for something. I looked in the closet, in my parents' closet, where I barely ever go in their closet, because it's one of those places you're not supposed to go, or you get hit. So I never. So it's the perfect hiding spot, right? But I was looking for a tool that my dad had because I know my dad kept this tool there for something at school. So I'm like, oh, I think my dad has this tool. So yeah, so let me see if my dad has it. So I snuck in. I'm thinking if my parents catch me, yeah. So I figure if my parents catch me going to closet, I could tell them I need this tool for school and you weren't home. All right. So I in my mind, I'm thinking they're gonna forgive me for breaking their rule because of the school. And then all of a sudden, I see this like big box wrapped in a blanket. Now, the fact that it's wrapped in a blanket is awkward. Like that's weird. So of course I'm seeing something weird. Of course I gotta see why is there a box wrapped in a blanket? Like is it cold? Like what are we doing here? I took off the blanket and right there Genesis, right there. So I'm like, oh shit. So what do? I grab the Genesis and I knock next door. I knock next door to because next door to me because it was an apartment building. So next door to me, my cousin lives there, and I knocked on the door. I'm like, look what I'm gonna get for Christmas. And he's like, oh snap. And then he's like, what you gonna do? I'm like, I'm gonna play it. So I went in a room, unboxed. Yeah, I unboxed it. We started playing it, right? And I knew the time my parents came home. So right, like 30 minutes before they came home, I repackaged it, put it back in the room. Yo, we were playing Altered Beast for like a whole month, for like almost 6 weeks, like 6 weeks, right? All right.
P-Rock is
Yeah,
Solid Snake
every
before he
day.
was Solid Snake.
Monday through Friday after school, right? Because I was a latchkey. I don't know if people are familiar. I was what's called a latchkey kid. It's kids with their own keys and able to go to your house and there's no adult supervision.
Yeah.
So we were called latchkey kids back in those days. That's what they were called. So I was a latchkey kid. I would come home, the food will already be, on the counter for me to eat. My dad would come home like around 5:30, 6 o'clock. My mom would come home like 7:30, 8 p.m. because she worked in a laundromat. I would be home by 3:30, so 3:30, I'm doing two things. I'm watching Batman animated series, and then I'm playing Genesis. And then I'm putting the Genesis away around 5 o'clock and do homework. Did that for like 4 weeks. Me and my cousin playing Genesis the whole time, whatever. We even rented games in Blockbuster. So we will go rent games at Blockbuster. So I'm playing games. Yo, listen, I'm gaming, bro. Because Blockbuster, there wasn't a Blockbuster. It wasn't in Blockbuster. I'm lying. It wasn't Blockbuster. It was a mom and pop shop. It was the mom and pop shops. So they already had like games or whatever. And we were like, pfft. So like, listen, it was already popping. I'm gaming on the Genesis before it was even gifted. Anyway, and I would pack it up nice and whatever, and whatever. Okay. So couple of days of Christmas, my cousin's like, what you gonna do? Because we've been playing this for 4 weeks. I'm like, oh, don't worry, I'm gonna fake the funk. I'm gonna fake the funk. Boy, when they opened the gift, I was able to cry. And I'm thinking I should have went acting because I cried my ass off. And my cousin's looking at me like, is this guy serious? Like I'm crying, like oh my God. Tears are coming down my eyes, and my cousin's like, he's just like, how is he doing this? Like we've been like, it's already old in eyes. We already played multiple games. He's like, I can't wait, and we were playing, Ultra Beast as if it was the first time, and we been done beat that game like over and over. It was crazy. It was crazy. Now, rest in peace, my parents, but now they know the truth. I've been playing that thing for like a good solid couple of weeks before they gifted it to me.
Same thing.
Yo. But if I would have gotten, but I would say this: if I would have gotten caught, right? Because these are the type. If I would have gotten caught, my dad would have broke the machine. He would have absolutely broken. He would have broken. He would have smashed that shit. Oh yeah, he was that dude. Like he holds respect to a high thing. He would have been like, give me that Genesis, and he would have smashed that stuff and be like, yeah. So that's why I did it like a half hour early. Because I needed that buffer just in case he might come work a little bit early. So I'm like 4:55. Hey, I gotta pack it up, bro. I don't care where we're at. Off, unplugged, wrapped, box. I can't get caught with this.
Back in the day, they didn't have tape seals, right?
No, that's why.
You just open it, yeah.
Yeah, there was no tape seals, no plastic wrapping, nothing. Yeah. It was very basic. Yeah, it was very basic thing. So it was easy to wrap it.
Why you were so good at the game already? Because like when my parents got me the first Nintendo Entertainment System, and I they watched me play Super Mario Brothers. They're like, "What the hell? You just blew through the game?" I'm like, "Yeah," because I've been playing at my friend's house for like a year. So,
I don't think they caught on. That's a good question. That's a good question. What's even funnier? I didn't even notice that.
Maybe they knew.
No. My dad would not play that. Maybe my dad would play that. But you know what's funny? I just realized. My dad didn't put 2 and 2 together because now that I think about it, so we unwrapped it, we did everything, and he goes, "All right, connect it." I instantly went to the TV and connected it like in 2 minutes because I did it all the time. Connect, disconnect.
Like,
and I realized, yo, this guy already knew exactly what to do. My dad, I don't think my dad noticed. Like, wait a minute.
Well, you could have told me to play at your friend's place. Right?
Like I don't know. So yeah, that's a good point. Because we instantly connected it, put it on, booted it up, and me and my cousin were already playing it and just like dominating the game instantly. That's a good point.
Someone in the chat said you cried because you didn't have to lie no more.
I'm just
ass whooping averted.
Oh my God, that would have been Yo, for real, boy. I probably cried because I got away with it.
That too. I'm so good.
Woo! It's over. Oh man, but that's it. Any other memories? Damn, Sega Genesis.
That's crazy.
Yo, you talking about that? Like people don't. I get like kids that they won't never understand. Like Blockbuster.
They would never understand.
Just going into those mom and pop shops where you go to the game. Like, yo, I'm gonna rent this for 5 days. I'm gonna rent this for 4 days.
You got a weekend to beat it,
bro. Oh my man, it used to be the best, bro. I swear, dog.
I miss those days, bro.
Yo, it wasn't
Blockbuster.
So
Blockbuster
good, bro.
It wasn't.
I worked at a mom and pop movie rental place, like diagonally across the block from a Blockbuster when they come up. And the owner was just angry all the time. They would just take it all on this. But we ended up surviving. I think the store ended up surviving for like another 2 to 5 years because Blockbusters don't have porn section. And then like,
that was
porn section.
Really, that was
like the mom and
that's
pop
not
shop.
a lie.
And apparently in the whole county, the movie place I worked for had the largest porn selection. And I was kind of getting sick of organizing them. I'm like, what?
like I'm not even 18. Like, what are we doing here?
Covers are so stupid. No, I was definitely. You have to work there. You have to be over 18 to work there.
Oh my God!
It's great.
But that's actually the truth, because in my neighborhood there was 2 mom and pop video stores that survived, and they specifically had porn section.
Yep.
It was surviving off the porn videos.
Index the porn tapes just in case, every time we get it back, so like.
Bro, they ain't no way, bro.
Like 10 rewinders, and
you cannot tell me you were making minimum wage doing that job.
Them bad boys with gloves on.
No,
$4.75. That's the
Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh man, I don't know. I would have quit. Like they would have been like, hey, Puerto Rock, hey, you have to collect all the porn tapes in the bin. And I would look in the bin and be like, what's up with all the milky? Nah, I'm not touching that. I'm like, nope, I quit. I quit. But yeah, man. Oh man, you know that was before Diddy oil. You know, they didn't have Diddy oil back then. That was way before the Diddy oil. Oh my God, yo, that's crazy. But yeah, Blockbuster just took that whole market over with the rentals and stuff like that. You know, because they would have multiple copies. Because the mom and pops would only have like 1 or 2 games, while Blockbuster had like 30 copies of the same game. You know, so you were most likely, you know, I remember those days.
I remember Blockbuster because, like, Blockbuster, they used to have like the real, like, I guess like the real packaging, like in the front and in the back. And if they had it available, they would have the little rental box behind it. Move the real box, the rental box, and you'll be like, yo, if it didn't have you'll be pissed. Like, you want this one specific game? You look at the thing, no
behind the thing.
Box. Fuck.
It wasn't there.
Oh man, I wanted this game. They don't got it. Yo, you be pissed, dog.
Man,
I remember
took me back.
I remember I used to annoy
had to Xerox the instructions. They Xerox
so you couldn't steal them.
I used to annoy like the people that worked there because like I would go to the aisle and they didn't have the box, but behind the counter, you know, you have the bins of people who return because people returned it down. I'm like, hey, can you look through the bins? And the guy's like,
can you look through the bin? Yeah.
So the guy had to go through the bin and be like, look through that bin. There's like 40 games in there, and you ain't checked any of them back in. Look through the bins. They probably returned it, and then the guy's like, "All right, here it is." Like, yeah,
Yo,
give me.
As you in there, people dropping it off. You open the bin, like people dropping off the games. You like, Lord, please let them drop off this game. Please let them
Yo,
go get that.
God, those were memories, man. Those were memories, man. Those were memories. Good memories. Good memories. Great times, great times.
OG days, man.
Yeah, bro, they don't know.
The struggle was real, man.
Brother Craig.
Should we get
Craig?
Craig.
Say about
you have any Genesis memories? We're paying our respects to the father of Sega who created the consoles. You know, he passed away, so we're just reminiscing on any memories of Sega.
Yeah, I remember how fast it came with Sonic. Mine came with Sonic. I remember how fast it was going.
Mine too.
On Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sonic won for me.
Then I got the Sega CD, and that was fun. I had fun with that. So, but yeah, overall, I thought it was I had a solid experience with it. It was fun. Rest in peace to him.
Yeah. Rest in peace, man.
I rented Sonic and Knuckles. And then I opened it up and then plugged Sonic 2 in so you can play it.
I missed that. I missed those days, man.
Those are the expansion days, right? So you buy a cartridge, you open it up, you plug another cartridge in, you get to play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
I remember,
2 was like that, too.
Okay, all right.
That was awesome, man. I missed those days, man.
All right. Great times, great memories, man. But thanks for the super chat, Lindsay. That was great memories and stuff, all right? Who else we got? We got Anonymous Boss Gaming gifted a member, so please I'll give Anonymous a thank you. Truly appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's you. Thank you for gifting a membership. Glinzer with another $5 super chat says, remember seeing Soul Calibur playing in a game store back in 1999. It was and still is the biggest console graphical jump ever. I agree. I remember the Dreamcast 99, man. They're like the graphical jump, I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
And then that was my first console to play online too. I was on dial-up playing NBA, 2K. It worked though. It worked. Yes, Fantasy Star Online. It worked. I think they had to deal with AT&T. I think it was. You had to get it through AT&T, something like that.
Pretty sure everybody in the chat and everybody on the panel at one point in time said, "Wow, graphics are never going to get better than this."
That's true.
Yeah,
we all say
that
that
every generation.
Yeah, it did. Oh, it did. Yeah, but it was crazy, man. Wow, the graphics was awesome. It was just a great piece of hardware, man. It was awesome.
Dreamcast set a standard for a lot of stuff as far as the analog, as far as the internet.
Yeah, analog trigger. It was the analog trigger that did that.
Yep.
That worked great. That was awesome, man.
They set the bar. They set the bar as far as arcade type games. Everything was on the Dreamcast, bro. Everything.
Yeah. Great company, great platform. It's a shame things just ended up.
You know what? Because they made it to be like a carbon copy of the arcade machines, but the arcades were dead by that time.
Yep.
So people weren't really, and also like Sega. That's the thing I don't understand because Sega made such a big effort. Kalinsky, he made such a big effort to get their system into Walmart and Toys R Us, these big retailers where he had to negotiate with them so much, and then during the Saturn they completely like screwed them, right? So they had limited systems. They had an early launch because in anticipation of the PlayStation, so they launched it a couple months earlier and they give it to selected shops, and they just kind of messed up with the retailers. And I don't think Dreamcast recovered from that. They you know, the retailers didn't really want to work with them. So yeah, it's shelf space was a big thing, right? So man, what could have been would have been.
What could have been, right? What could have been if
Japan wasn't so. If Japan just let US ran their markets the way the US knew how to, but a lot of time it's Japanese companies are like that. They want to run. They have a perception of how the market works, and they think they should run it. Like imagine if Sonic the Hedgehog came out the way the Japanese originally designed it, he would have looked like Shadow with Michael Jackson like.
Oh yeah.
Michael Jackson costume from the Bad album, right? He had fangs and he had like spikes. He was like gothic looking basically. But
that would have been dope as hell.
Yeah, but thank goodness he became blue, right? So on red shoes, so he became Michael Jordan. But you know.
But what's weird is Genesis, the most success it achieved was in the States, wasn't it? So what's weird is so what's weird is
Japan didn't get any games.
Yeah.
Or distribution, right?
So what's weird is how the Japanese version didn't just simply concede, like, wait a minute, America got this figured out when it comes to the systems. Let's just follow their lead because they clearly doing something right, and we're losing to Nintendo here in Japan. Like that's what's weird. They never conceded that Sega of America just simply does it better. So just follow their lead because what they were doing in Japan wasn't working. They were getting slaughtered.
Yeah.
And I think Europe also kind of fared well a little bit, but I don't know why they didn't concede that Sega of America had the better game, especially when it came to sports. Because I remember it was on Netflix. There's a documentary, and one of the episodes talked about how Sega pushed sports, Madden, and they really partnered with EA for EA Sports. So like Sega Genesis became
they got the older kids.
That became the platform for sports. So that's where Tommy saw the baseball, Buster Douglas boxing, Joe Montana football, all the EA games and Madden. That was all there.
Joe Montana.
Yeah.
NBA.
Yeah, that's what I was playing on there.
That was all there.
Joe Montana football.
Yeah.
Lakers
Sports talk.
Celtics.
Yeah, Lakers Celtics, NBA playoffs. You know.
Magic versus Bird.
Larry versus Bird. You know, so that was all there. You know, that was the platform for sports, and they dominated that market. So like a lot of the sports gamers went with Genesis, you know, and I don't think Sega of Japan realized, like, wait a minute, Sega of America got something going, you know, let's try to take that philosophy and apply it to, let's say, like soccer, and, you know, really make this the platform for soccer, you know, and things like that, so, you know, it's just weird.
They just go, no, we don't like the way the Americans are running our.
It's not about winning. It's how you look. It's like it's not about actually winning and dominating inside. Yeah, it's unfortunate. And then in the end, look what happened. Sad. Oh, so we got
at least Sega's still surviving because Xbox is going down the shithole.
Man, this guy. Why are you bringing up Xbox? Like, holy cow! That was like way out of topic. That had nothing to do with Xbox. Like, what?
Man, you lucky so and so got his account deleted. That would have got clipped.
And Sean came by with a drive-by, man.
Yeah, like whoa.
Xbox catches stray. It's like, what do you do? What
we haven't even like and Extreme smiling like that was so random. Like I don't know why we're bringing Oh man, that was all right.
We'll get to your era soon. Just let us old geezers have our day for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like these old grandpas.
We got
I'm ready to talk
beat
it
that.
up.
Major Claridge with another gift membership. Thank you. Truly appreciate it, brother. Anonymous Gaming, another gift membership. Thank you. Appreciate it. And then we got Bobo Country. Good times. Fucking Fortnite killed gaming. that's Extreme's era of gaming. Fortnite, we're gonna pin that on him. That's his era.
After me. That's
we're gonna give credit to Extreme.
When they really blew up or something.
Oh yeah, something like that.
That's how
Yeah. And then we got D487, another $10 super chat. Thank you so much. It says, any lost password memories using the save state passwords between rentals and purchases. So the passwords I never lost. What I did lose is probably something worse, and maybe not particular to Sega, but the PS1 memory cards. Them shits is like gold. When you lose one of them, you're like, yo, where is it? Like, yo, like what happened to it? Because you lose everything.
Shouldn't have left the console. Where is it?
Like, oh man, that's it. But I never really lost passwords because it was on paper and stuff like that. Yeah.
Like if you didn't buy the official Sony memory cards, because I think it has very small amount of blocks, right? And depending on your game, it takes 1 block or 2 or 3.
Oh yeah.
Right. So people buy the ones with multiple pages. Those crash so much. Like you would lose.
I know. Yeah, the
saves.
third-party ones.
Yeah.
It sounds good, right? Because they said one memory card acts like 3 because it's like pages. I'm like, oh yeah. No, that they didn't. No, like it will completely crash and they lose everything. No, man. Anybody else? I mean, those were the days, man. Memory cards and passwords.
Oh, I remember those. Yeah.
Man, thank goodness for hard drives.
I remember. My fault. I don't mean to keep like this conversation going, but I remember that when I got my PS2, we didn't have a memory card, but we got Grand Theft Auto 3 with it that Christmas.
So you left
we
it
had to
on.
leave our PlayStation. We left our PlayStation on all night, and my mom would be like, "You're wasting electricity." Turn it off. I'm like, "Oh, I gotta do the first island over again."
Bro, get that memory card, dog. That's
I remember that. That was like,
you better get that memory card, dog.
We gotta do the first island all over again. I know that fucking.
And that is a lot. That is a lot.
If you save too many games, you gotta decide which one you want to delete.
Oh man, I remember PS2. I had like 6 memory cards, and it's mostly because like SOCOM. Them updates. I had a memory card just dedicated for SOCOM. I'm like, bro, it was getting ridiculous. It was getting wild. It was getting wild.
Oh yeah, memory cards was the days, man. Oh
yeah.
My god.
Mm-hmm. And then of course we got J Hart, right? Appreciate $2 super chat. Shaq Fu. The one thing, listen, you know what? But talking about that, 16-bit was like the era where they would make anything. Yeah. Like I said, I think we mentioned it last podcast. They had Michael Jordan, Chaos in the Windy City. They're like they would make a game out of anything. Yeah. Anything. They would just
Street Fighter clones that you can't name.
Somehow they work.
Oh, sorry, hold on. There we go. All right, back at it. Oh, you were saying, Henry? I'm sorry.
I was like all the Street Fighter clones that we can't name because there's so much of the fighter history. Like that one got sued from Data East. Data East not even around anymore, right? Fighter history was like control clones. Like it's move for move, play characters for characters. It's like a palette swap. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. But they would make anything. Like I don't know, like that was probably the easiest era for developers to pitch a game. Because literally they would greenlit everything. Yeah, anything got greenlit. Now
like everything.
Now I could just imagine. But back then that was probably a great time for creators. Green like anything.
Anybody who had a cereal box had a video game too.
Yeah.
We gotta understand there was a lot of money, there was a lot of investment money being thrown around. Especially in the 90s, people had money on top of money, investment.
Yeah. And you didn't need a lot of it. Now
you didn't need a lot either.
Money to burn.
Some of the games was a couple of, in the thousands and not in the millions, so it was probably easier to invest.
Yeah. I think one company can fund multiple games with the investment.
That's a throwback to what we've already been through.
In the 90s.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Y'all see get it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all need to get it ready. Just get it ready because it's going to happen. And again, what they're saying Battlestar Galactica, it has happened before. It will happen again. So,
it was actually PlayStation that went like $50, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
PlayStation.
You have to buy the.
I think PS1 was 40, and then PS2 was 50, and then
Yeah.
Because I bought Grand Theft
PS3
Auto
became
3,
60.
it was $39.99. That's when I bought it. It was
But I remember
You used to have to.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead, Henry.
Okay, because you used to have to buy the chips or the disc productions from Japan, and then now we have China. China is making a lot of games. It's a tremendous country with lots of factories.
China. Or as Trump would say, China.
China. Chinese food, have some Chinese factories.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yo.
I've seen a lot of people in the chat talking about YouTube. It crashed. Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
Mine
Yeah,
did.
we were talking about that earlier. Like,
Yeah, we were talking about that. Hopefully,
If your ass didn't get a notification, man, ring that bell.
hopefully, this is the only channel that's working in the entire planet. You know, how many viewers I got?
Everybody else have it ready.
Got 3 billion viewers, and still not enough likes. You know what I mean? No, but anyway.
Has anybody downloaded? Has anybody downloaded Spider-Man yet? Spider-Man 2. Is it available to be downloaded now?
I don't think it is available. But
I think it's next week. It starts next week.
I think it's next week. Yeah.
It's coming.
They usually do it.
It's coming to PS Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but PS
Wow.
extra.
Oh, extra.
PS
Okay.
extra.
I thought it was this. I thought it was today. You could download it.
I ain't already play it.
No, I just played that. Yeah, I have.
Day one.
Yeah.
That wasn't day one for you.
Yeah, it was day one for me.
That was day one.
I'm looking at y'all.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, download it. Like y'all should already have it.
What?
I'm watching y'all. I'm watching y'all PC gamers. Little by little, I'm finding the truth. It seems like every day y'all magically have a PC. Every day people have magical PC gaming machines. Little by little, I'm watching y'all.
It's on Plus
I'm
today.
watching them too.
I'm watching y'all. I'm like, anybody download Spider-Man 2? I'm like, Spider-Man 2? Like, you ain't downloaded already? Like, I'm watching y'all. Suspicious. Y'all suspect. I'm watching y'all. I'm like that meme. I'm like that meme of the black guy looking at Dexter. That's how I'm looking at all of y'all. I'm like this. I know there's something up with y'all. I just can't point it out. There's something up with y'all.
Because Crazy hasn't played The Last of Us Part 3. So
Oh my god. Because it plays like Call of Duty or something.
You said Last of Us?
You haven't played Last of Us 2?
2 or 3. I beat that 3 times.
You beat Last of Us?
online. Okay, yeah. That's
Oh no, not online. That's trash. Yeah, that's trash. We played that game in the 90s.
Because it's like Call of Duty. Because it's like Call of Duty.
It's just like how they just run around and shoot. Like, what are we doing? Oh, we're gonna play capture the flag. Oh, okay. Well, somebody needs to go over here and hide behind this car, and I'll be in this bush, and then if I get hit, you come over and heal me. I mean, that's.
I just want to say.
Yeah, I was happy when they canceled it. I was happy when they canceled. They gotta move on.
All right, hold on. Let me refresh the screen so I can get the rest of the super chat, and we could get
the like button, guys.
We could get the
Thank you guys for being here.
next topic over. Hopefully this show don't crash or whatever. YouTube is acting stank right now.
It's word.
But you know, the subscription section and the history section works fine. It's just the front page. It doesn't work.
Right.
And then finally, Major Claridge, provided another gift membership. So somebody else will see it, man. Shout out to the Major. Really support the community.
Give me one. Yeah, somebody give me one.
It's randomized. It's randomized.
Yeah. Somebody should give me one. I'm saving my
Hey,
money.
you on the podcast. You don't need a membership. You on the podcast.
No,
You one of the key members.
Hold on. He said save his money. Motherfucker, you in the medical field. You make more than all of us.
I know, but I gotta have a dono war. What are you talking about?
Listen, hold on. Hey, Will, you gotta understand. That Diddy oil's not gonna buy itself. Right?
You are damn right. I like the cherry scented flavor one.
Oh,
That man said cherry.
Bro, exclusive Diddy oil is crazy.
That's funny because it's true.
Yo.
We're laughing.
Oh man, this is wild. All right. Hey, all right. So we got almost 143 viewers. Thank you so much. Please hit the like button. And of course, share the link out to your favorite social media platforms so we can get more people here involved in the community. Really appreciate it. So we're gonna hit the first topic. Yeah, I can't share it on YouTube, man. So let's hit up the first topic. So Ghost God of War, Sons of Sparta. So simple indie game, passion project, but over the last week, it really trended and really hit the algorithm across social media. Mostly negativity, primary negativity, and I just want to go around and give everybody's thought, but to set the background, like I seen a couple of things which doesn't even make sense. So the first thing I seen that's trending negativity is its graphics, right? A lot of people are shaming the game because of its art style or lack of art style. It's very too simplistic, especially for a $30 game and stuff like that. And people are like, we waited for Sony first party and this is what we get. Some people saying, oh, you bought a PS5 Pro and this is the trash that you're playing and stuff like that. So one is the art style and stuff like that. That's number one. Number two, apparently some people played the game for an hour and they said the gameplay is really lacking. They didn't really put much depth into a Metro Rainier type game. I saw BG, in a comment. He said he played about an hour and a half and he was done with it. He already knew he's not gonna like the rest game, yeah. So so broken games, right, and stuff like that. So between the graphics, between that, then of course David Jaffe, he made his comment and that really blew up. Some people say he's a God of War hater because of the fact that Cory Barlog took a game he created and blew it up, But for the most part, so I'm just sitting back, just looking at everything and stuff like that. I'm like, man, all this over an indie title, right? And all of this, and I'll be honest, the first thing that comes to mind, and I want to have M talk first, because the first thing that comes to mind is what M says. You guys really don't want this. You claim you do, but when you get it, you end up unhappy and you really want the AAA stuff. So I'll hit up with M. I don't know if you've been paying attention to Ritual and the activity behind, Sons of Sparta, but what are your thoughts? But like I said, every time I see it, like I hear like a voice like in the air. I told you, you really don't want this game. You claim you do, and it sounds nice in social media. But when they actually make it, you realize you just want the AAA game, and this was a waste of time. So PlayStation gamers,
pretty much.
You're like, be true to your nature. Like, just in fact, you know what? I'm just gonna be you. I ain't gonna let you. I'm gonna just be like, listen. PlayStation Nation, be true to yourself. You don't really want this. You say you do. Yes, it sounds nice. You sound like a gamer that cares about gaming. But then when Sony does make it, you don't like it. You trash it. It doesn't take the advantage of the console you bought. You bought a PS5 for a reason. Be true to the nature. It's okay to say you want AAA gaming. It's okay to say you want the very best from these first-party developer. It's okay. Listen, I like 2D games. I play Dave the Diver. I play these games. But you don't. And did I pretty much cover it?
Pretty much the entire thing. Now I'm gonna have to find a way to make it new. But you know what I want? I'm just gonna say the exact same thing you just said that I would say because I would say it. Okay, listen.
But you say it better. You're the originator,
listen,
right?
Let me tell you, I gotta make it a hot song, So listen, PlayStation, come here. You guys don't give a fuck about indie games from PlayStation. And I'm gonna prove it more than just Sons of Sparta, right? Here's the thing. Lego Horizon came out, you didn't give a fuck. They even put it on PlayStation Plus. You still didn't give a fuck. Concrete Genie came out. Didn't give a fuck. Dreams came out. Didn't give a fuck. Gravity Rush 1 and 2. Didn't give a fuck. Listen. And this goes for Xbox fans as well. The only people that are the exception to this are the PC gamers and the Nintendo gamers. Because if Valve created an indie-like experience, oh yeah, PC Steam gamers will get on it immediately. Mm-hmm. If Nintendo, which that's pretty much all they do, considering they don't have voice acting, so it's all indie and double-A experiences. They've never made a AAA game over there, Nintendo, but yet they sell more than AAA games from everybody else. What? Nintendo doesn't have a single AAA game ever. They've never made one. They don't even know what it would look like. They don't. Oh, they've never. Listen, that's besides the point. What I'm saying is, Nintendo with the games.
I'm glad Astro Cyborg is gone
because those people love those games. Okay, but PlayStation and Xbox gamers, stop asking from first-party studios to make you indie-like experiences. It's not just the PlayStation people, right? Take a look at Xbox. They just had Keeper. they had South of Midnight, they had like so many games that came out last year that were again fantastic indie and double-like experiences, and they did not give a fuck. In fact,
They didn't even
Xbox
play
games
Claire
are even
Obscure.
worse. Listen, right? Those games are even going
He
to
said,
Game Pass,
right?
and they still don't give a fuck. So listen. PlayStation, you should really listen to me. These people, you cannot trust them, okay? You cannot trust them. They will not play your passion projects. That's it. Make the double A games, make the passion projects, make the indie games, and watch them die on the vine. And worse, the exact same people that are telling you, oh, you need to make shorter games that don't cost as much and not photorealistic so they can come out faster. Those very same people are going to be the first ones to throw you under the bus.
And they did. And they threw it under the bus.
To do so.
And they did.
You know?
The very people.
So,
Craig, I think you're muted.
I wasn't talking. I was just reading.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I
thought your dementia was kicking in. I was like, oh shit. I mean, dementia's kicking in live on air.
Stop making indie games. Stop partnering with indie. Just don't. Okay, if it doesn't cost 100 million, don't make it. If a person comes to you and like, hey, I have a pitch for a game, it's gonna be a beautiful, nice, tight experience, okay? And it's going to cost only $80 million. Tell them, hey, you better be planning DLC. What's part 2? you better have something, because we don't make any shit less than 100 million. These motherfuckers do not show up unless you're coming for a blockbuster. You know what it is? It's the exact same people that only go to a theater to see the blockbuster movies. Even if they have like a theater pass, you know, they don't go to see the little art house fancy fans. Even if you make it free, they don't show up for that. Okay, so if your film doesn't cost at least $50 million to make, they're not showing up for it, bro. They don't care.
Said.
They need the stars. Okay, if it doesn't have like, you know, I don't know, DiCaprio or somebody expensive that you put in that film,
DiCaprio,
they're not showing up for it. Okay. they need Morgan Freeman to be in that bitch. You know, you're gonna pay top dollar for that talent. Okay? You know?
He said Morgan Freeman better be in that sucker if you expect me to watch it.
You better have the voice of God if you're gonna make it.
Oh man!
Oh my God!
They don't watch it unless they got a man in it. They better have a Spider-Man, a Batman, a
Superman.
Superman.
Somebody.
They gonna watch it.
That shit better have the Marvel. That shit better have the Marvel splash screen. Show it. Most studios better pop out in that sucker. Oh man, that's crazy.
Man.
It is exactly what I think about the project, and you know what? I think that PlayStation. Here's the thing. I'm honest about what I want. I've always said this. I'm not going to play Ghost of God of War Sons of Sparta. Not unless it goes to that PlayStation Plus and eventually I download it, right? Because look at me. I didn't play Gravity Rush. Hated it. I mean, I played it. It was garbage. You know, I didn't play Lego Horizon, whatever. Because again, I don't care for those experiences from PlayStation. Love PlayStation IP, but I don't want it in a. I don't want the bigger Horizon at home package. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the God of War at home. I don't want Timu God of War. You know, I don't. I don't. Okay, and I'm telling you that honestly. I know it's a great game, and I will always say, let the artists make what they want to make. But that doesn't mean I have to partake in it. Okay, and I will not be partaking in it. Certainly not for $30. Are you fucking serious? Like, are you joking? You know, if I wanted to spend $30 on a platformer that I'm going to find difficult, I'd go play Hollow Knight Silksong, which, by the way, I did, and I beat it, and I loved it because it wasn't from PlayStation. There it is.
Damn.
Interesting. Anybody else had a thought on this? On the Sons of Sparta?
Real quick, I'm not gonna.
Go with Greg.
I'm just saying I don't. I mean, they have the right to try to make different stuff. And if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not going to play it. So it's not. They didn't target me with this game, but I'm not. I was just saying on my podcast that not everything is made for everybody, and there is a sense of gamer entitlement that everything should just be made for me, and they have a right. I mean, they're making a TV show with God of War as well, so. But yeah, not everything they make is for everybody. Even all the games coming out this year is not for everybody. So And there'll be some to get all of them. There will be some to buy all of them. But most of the people I know are only, I think the most I've seen, most people say they're going to get definitely are 4. And then some people say, well, I'm going to maybe get 7. But yeah, they have a right to try different stuff. And they have a right to fail. And it's like Edison said about the light bulb. It took him 50 times to get the light bulb to work. And they said he was an idiot. They said he was an idiot because it took him 50 times to make that work. And he said, no, I found 49 ways not to make it. So, I mean, it just depends on how you want to look at life, I guess. Sony and Microsoft.
Well, I got something to say.
And I got an echo going on there, Brother Craig.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, hold on. Let me.
All right. I'm going to have to say something about this because a lot of people.
As a man who plays a shit ton of 2D games, I definitely want to hear your view on this.
The ratings. I actually look at the ratings, and we actually talking about the people who actually bought the game.
Okay.
All right, so a lot of people is hating on the game is people that do not play the game at all. And I will say that again. The people who complain about the game is not the people who don't play the game.
Facts.
So when I actually look at the ratings, it's actually a really high rated game on the system right now.
PlayStation, yeah.
Go on PlayStation.
By the actual people who are playing it.
Yeah.
And people actually giving it a 5-star. Or
yeah, it's 4.58 right now. Out of 5,000, almost 6,000.
So what I state is fact. So if they didn't like the game, why would it be a 4.5? That's all I gotta say, man. So I don't
6,
care what everybody else and their grandmas have to say if they never played the game, because I'm actually going to try it out this week myself, so I can actually give my stated opinion about the game. So I'm not going to let people dictate on what they say is going to be good and not be good, because if you didn't play it, your stuff is invalid, just like that. I will leave it like that. So until I play it, I'm not going to say anything until I play it. But yeah, the ratings are saying something different. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I go in there a little bit. Like, I don't even want to speak about the game specifically. I want to talk about Jaffe. And I lit the AGN video. I lit a couple other videos, bro. I'm gonna tell you something about David Jaffe, dog. Appreciate him for being the father. Listen, appreciate him for being the father of God of War. Thank you. Right. Appreciate it, bro. I'm just telling you, like, this guy's a hater, bro. Like, every time he say anything about the current God of War, this man got nothing but negative shit to say.
Right.
Nothing but negative shit to say. And I got like, he sound like a jaded lover, bro. This man sound like a jaded ex lover. Like, your girl moved on to somebody else. Now she doing better. Now you pissed. Look at those. It wasn't like that when she was with me. She was better when she was with me. Man, bro, stop it. Like, bro, that man is a hater, dog. And I'm gonna say this. Like, if you want to, like, it's a saying that goes, men lie, women lie, numbers don't, right? Which, you know, it's like this. Look,
you be watching Next Gen 720, don't you?
I heard that from Jay-Z, but look. So God of War 2018 have sold more than all the original God of Wars put together. That's just a fact.
That's a fact.
That is a fact. So apparently, I mean, they doing something right. Dog, if you don't like the game, that's one thing. But dog, I mean, come on, you got to stop with all the hating, bro. Come on, man. It's not a good look, bro.
My thing is his hypocrisy when it comes to the newer games, because none of his got Game of the Year, none of his sold past 20 million, none even combined for 20 million. But I've seen him literally say, I didn't like 2018, come back and say, oh no, I thought it was great. I've seen him say, I don't like Ragnarok, come back and say it was a great game. It's just weird that online people are using him as a tool for their console war, when like a month ago, when a kid posted his Xbox controller on his father's grave, that motherfucker was like, this is an Xbox. Like, goddamn, dog, you got to stop grifting, bro. It's just weird. But as someone who has played the game, I think it's actually really good. I can see a lot of gripes with it. Like, you going back to the Greek mythology, but you have like the Norse UI setup when it comes to upgrading all your guns. When it comes to upgrading your weapons and your magic and all that. You're supposed to be a young Spartan in Spartan training, and they're kind of a little too childish when it was a lot more grounded back then. So I can understand the criticism with that. The combat feels good. I don't know why people were like, oh, combat feels like shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys playing? It's really fucking, what is it? I mean, I lost my train of thought, but the combat does feel really good when it comes to the game. I'm only a couple hours in, but I'm liking it so far, and I'm not really too big on 2D platformers. I think if you're really lore heavy when it comes to that IP with God of War, I think you'll like it. Starts off with him talking to his daughter that he killed, Calliope. I was like, oh shit, It's written by Santa Monica Studios, but it wasn't made by them. But it's really good. I like the game. I'm enjoying it a lot.
What's
I
up
think
with
Sean
also
made a
made
good
by
point.
them, right?
I think Sean made a good point.
It was made by
Mad
the same
Cats?
people
They
made
said.
smaller studio.
Blasphemous.
They said
No,
Mad
it was
Cats.
not.
Mad Cat Studio.
Mad
Studios,
Cats, yeah,
yes.
Mad Cats. My bad.
They said
They made
24
Mad-
employees.
Did he make
Yeah, it
Mad
was made
Cats?
by a small ass team.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the
But
small
Okay,
team?
well,
what's
that
up with
means I might
the?
get my actual what is it, Santa Monica game out of them then, because I thought they have wasted resources on this bullshit. Okay, that's good.
Santa Monica just wrote the script for it.
All right, great, fantastic.
Yeah, and there's also an underlying kind of add what Sean said. I'm still getting an echo. Hold on, but I just want to add what Sean said, which is that again, everybody thinks that these studios are going to make things specifically for them and their play type, and it's okay not to like something. I want to make that clear. It's okay if something comes out you don't particularly like it. That's fine. This game, I can honestly say, I went over the whole state of play thing. And I saw it. I'm like, this game wasn't for me. That Shinobi Ninjas, not whatever it's called, Shinobi something. I'm like, that game's not for me either. But I'm not going to shit all over it. Yeah. So because it's for somebody, somebody will go enjoy that game. But ultimately, it's just what I've noticed is, and a lot of people believe that, well, if Sony is making this, if they're making this, then something that I want is being neglected, and that's just simply not true. So, and they've shown that. I mean, everybody knows, Intergalactic and a couple other things are coming out next year. And like I said, it's just all they're going to do is trash the games when they see them. They did it with Marathon, perfect example. They showed a beta or an early beta, and people just destroyed it. Yeah, they destroyed it. Because they're like, oh, it doesn't look like this, it doesn't look like that, and so it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It's like, okay, they literally said they were inviting people to critique the game so that they can make it better. I mean, literally, they said that, and then when they do that, when they open things up for everybody, all of a sudden, here comes it's trash and stuff like that. I think there's more going on here. I talked about that on my podcast the other day. I think there's a lot of broke ass people. And they're just upset. They're just upset, and they're going to complain. I mean, they were complaining today about Silent Hill getting money had it, and it's like, okay, yeah, Sony. This group of Sony, the people who run Sony PlayStation right now, they're big on grabbing games and holding them for 6 months to 10 months. They keep saying they're going by what Jack Tritton said, which is Sony is going to be the best place to play. Well, this year with Sony, you could play. You could play Silent Hill if you want. You could play Sorrows. You could play Wolverine. You could play Grand Theft Auto. You can play Phantom Blade Zero. You can play MLB. So they're the only place you can play those games, and nowhere else can you play them. So, and that's what they are saying. We're the best place to play. Here's 6 months exclusivity. We're the best place to play. Here, you buy this deluxe pack here, and we will go ahead and you get this, this, and this. And so it's a shame that that it's gotten to this where there are people screaming that, and I think it's because they think Sony's going to take something away from them, and it's like they have big teams like the game with Guerrilla. They still are working on Horizon 3. They have literally said they're still working on the story. So it's like, if they want to try to break a Splinter team off, like again, Naughty Dog did this with The Last of Us. That was a Splinter team of like 15 people who started working on that game, and it morphed into something bigger. It's got to the point where it's a TV show now. It's got to a point where people say it's one of the best games ever made. But it didn't start right there. It did not start there. So, and it's for me personally, it could be I'm Gen X, and so I just see a ton of entitlement running around. But people just need to chill out. Yeah, not every game at State of Play I'm gonna play. Just like people here on this panel, they're not gonna go play everything. But it doesn't mean they're not excited about the games. It's a shame that, the Cana game, I think most people on this panel will play.
Definitely.
But there are some other games there. I'm sure people just kind of like, not for me. Lukewarm. Maybe on sale. And that's fine. But there are other people, I know when I did my podcast, there are other people saying, I can't wait to get my hands on that, or I'm going to buy that. And, it's multiplayer stuff or multi-plat stuff, and it's like, Sony releases about 2 games per year, AAA. That's their cadence, and then they supplement it with other multiplat games and they do exclusivity with them or they get some kind of package deal. And Sony's been doing that for over a decade. Like I said, it's just you got a bunch of piss poor, broke ass people out here, and they're just angry about everything. They're just angry about everything. They can't afford. I mean, again, they can't afford stuff. So it's it's Sony doesn't need to release the PlayStation 6 till this. Why? Because you're broke and you can't afford it. Why not just say that? They put it out this year. I can't afford that. Which is what is happening. Who cares?
Let me ask you this, Craig. Let me ask you this. All right.
Yeah.
So, God of War, the original Greek trilogy, the first two sold over 4 million, just under 5. The third one sold 5 million, right? Ascension bombed, and then when Cory Barlog went back to the drawing board, it blew up to plus 20 million, and God of War Ragnarok was over 15 million. So these big AAA God of War, right? The AAA attracted a fan base of 20 plus million.
Yep.
Then you make a spin-off of a 2D game, and I'm not saying they don't have the right to do it. Everybody has the right. I mean, you do what you want, but I would imagine that I would say whenever you want to create something, you're just not creating it for the sake of creating it. You want it to be successful. You want to be successful because obviously, you got bills to pay and you got a career to go on, right? You don't want to create failure, right? So you create a game and the fan base of 20 plus million, let's say 50 plus million, is based off the big AAA title. Now you make this 2D game, and the majority of the people who bought the AAA title didn't buy it because that's not what they want. And I think you're referring to those guys. The guys who want the AAA. So if the AAA titles are 15 plus million, and now you make this game that isn't for that fan base that actually buys the games, then who are you making it for then? So if it's not for them, if it's not for the people who actually made your game successful, then who are you trying to reach out to? Because clearly the people you're trying to reach out to aren't the ones that bought the AAA God of Wars. So who are you trying to attract in this case? Right? If let's say if a group of people, if a group of people bought your game, 2 of your games back to back, and they bought it because of the big blockbuster AAA, like what M describes. We want those big blockbuster 150 plus million games, and they actually go out and buy your game. They're buying your game. Your game is selling 20 plus million. Now you make this 2D game, and the majority of them aren't buying it. Then who did you trade your 20 plus million for? Who's it for?
I can answer that. That's only for the people that actually want to actually have the lore of the game, because usually it's a prequel. So if they're not targeting the people that actually want to buy it, it's actually the people who want to know more about the story of God of War.
But I know, but is it worth the title to buy? So if you make it, let me put it this way.
I mean, it's experimental. It's experimental project,
So let me ask you this: is it really experimental? Let me ask you this: how many games start out as AAA big blockbuster and they're successful? They're 20, 30 million, and then somebody decides let's make a 2D spinoff, and that 2D spinoff is actually successful. Can anybody name a game like that? Because I've been thinking about this all day. Like the only thing closest that I could think of was Super Mario on the mobile phone, or not Mario, Pokemon on the mobile phone. Remember when Pokemon went on the phone and everybody was crossing the street, getting hit by cars, trying to catch them all? That was the only time I saw something that was like, well, according to M, even Pokemon's not AAA. So, but let's assume that's one example. But I can't think of games that were big blockbuster AAAs and successful, and then say, hey, let's do a small. Well, what do you mean? Mario was a 2D game from the begin with.
No, but they have experimental games for Mario too. You got
like what?
I also said that Nintendo is exempt.
Like what?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
But like what? Like what?
They had a lot of experimental titles.
Yeah, I don't know any game is not.
I know. Well, they have Mario Go, but when you look at Mario Go, Mario Go was really I'm saying Mario Go was really just their 2D, going back to 2D. So 2D was already successful for Mario. What I'm talking about is big AAA title, and now for the first time you're trying to do a spin-off that's like a low budget 2D side scroller. That's based off the big AAA.
Sonic
Sonic started 2D. Sonic started.
But is it based off the big AAA though? The big AAA God of
Sonic
War?
2D is the big
that's a-
AAA. Remember, Sonic and Genesis. Remember, the 2D games of Genesis were the big AAAs. That was the big titles. I'm talking about a brand new big title, and then they decided to create a small spin-off.
No, I'm talking about like God of War in general, like God of War, like the
Sonic Adventures was experimental.
Who?
Sonic Adventure. It wasn't 2D. That was a 3D game.
But that made it bigger.
Right, but it started off small.
I don't think it. I'm explaining to. Okay. Name me a game that started out as a Ferrari you drive, and then you decided to make it into a little Mattel game. I'm talking a big blockbuster game, and then you shrunk it down to a small little indie project, and the indie project was successful. Like it became like the audience was like, "Oh yeah, hell yeah, we want this." I can't. No, but successful. If it's so many, I don't think there is any.
The fact that these people don't want this, which is Prince of Persia, is exactly what you were talking about, right? Because they have Prince of Persia, which was a big AAA game, especially the second.
I was thinking about that too. Yeah.
And then the Lost Crown came out. Fantastic game, honestly. I played it. It's great. Don't want it, and people didn't show up for it, you know. And I think it's one of the better Metroidvania games that I've played. But guess what? It's been like 15 years or something since we had a proper Prince of Persia game. So I don't want your Temu Prince of Persia right now. If you had given me maybe like my actual AAA Prince of Persia, maybe I would be playing the Lost Crown more. But I've tried the game. It's a great game, but nobody showed up for it. So again, these companies need to stop listening to the gamers. Okay, we can't agree because normally we want them to.
They need to listen
but
to
there's
those.
a few lies.
That's what I'm trying to say. The sales tell the truth.
Yeah, look at the sales. Yeah.
You know, you could say what everybody can say whatever they want on a microphone, but at the end of the day, what does the debit card say? What does the 16-digit debit card transaction say?
Yeah. Put the damn money where
that's literally what tells the truth. Everything else is just BS. If you're not willing to swipe, if you're not willing to Apple Pay for the game, it don't matter what people talk about. Say, yeah, because we know we need to Apple Pay that shit. I ain't trying to type. I'm not trying to type 16 digits. We already had this combo. But you see what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm trying to say.
They know now. I mean, they know now. I mean, we know they was lying now. Like you said, they said they wanted these small games with these smaller games, whatever. Y'all didn't buy it. Like, y'all didn't buy it yet, so we know now.
But we've been
don't make this shit again.
Because I've been talking about this for years.
Yeah. Extreme said that for like the last 2-3 years since he's been here. He's like, we're just lying.
They had to call their bluff.
You know,
that's exactly why I say that.
Like I think genuine 2D game. And I'm not saying experimental games aren't successful. I don't mean that, Sean. But I think the ones that were successful were genuine, brand new IPs. They weren't knockoff of something bigger. They were their own identity. It was a trimmed down of something bigger. You know, does that make sense? Like you're not giving me a trimmed down light version. You're giving me an original experience, and I think those type of 2D games are more acceptable as compared to, let's take this game that's popular and let's try to trim it down this 2D game. Like, no. The reason why it's popular is because it's that. So you keep making that. If you're going to make a 2D experimental game, let it be an original concept that has no association to anything. Because another thing is you don't set the expectation based off the bigger title. You know what I'm saying? So I think, so I'm not saying 2D games or experimental games ain't worth it, but I think that's why I was asking experimental games based off a bigger IP, how many of them are successful? And I can't think of many, you know. I can't think of many at the top of my head.
I'll be honest, like I don't think they mean for this game. I don't think they expect for this game to be that big. You know, honestly, because I mean, they working on the remake. That's what they expect to be the big one. That's what they expect to really get the money from. I feel like this is just a stopgap. It's just okay. Let's give a little
terrible stopgap
or whatever. I mean,
if I order steak and you give me some souffle bullshit, I'm gonna look at you like, what kind of bullshit appetizer is this? You know what I'm saying? Giving me a half a meatball. You better give me a plate of mozzarella, cheese, and potato skins drenched in butter.
You know? I don't think they expected this to be like that. You know, that huge of a hit. I think they expect like the remake to be the one that they really get the money from. I think it's just a stopgap.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I
listen,
think-
the
I
games
think
are
it's
stuff there,
okay
but
that
I'm
you're trying
gonna go
something
back
new.
to Podorok's point.
So-
This game is for nobody because again, it's like the
No,
fan
it's for
base-
me.
Okay,
Man,
I
stop
mean,
lying,
sure,
man. You
it's
ain't
not
like
for
that
the
bullshit.
people,
Man,
but
why you
the
lying?
truth is that-
Fucking liking
Will,
that
you ain't
bullshit.
nobody.
You don't like that bullshit. That shit ain't for you. Stop lying. I'm calling your bluff. Don't give me that bullshit. That shit was made on Xbox. You be trashing that shit right now. Don't lie. Ain't nobody want that shit.
Listen.
Don't be lying.
I'm not
Don't be
saying that
lying.
you can't enjoy
I've
the game
never had to cut my
personally.
mic
If that
so
shit,
much. God
if
damn
that
it.
shit was Halo, Sons of Spartans, you be trashing the shit out of that motherfucker. You'll be like, get the hell out of here.
Oh, fuck. You guys funny, dude.
Let's not lie. Let's not cap on the. Now I'm not playing.
I will say this.
I
We
would say-
can
Fuck.
enjoy the game individually, of course.
Yeah.
But when we take a look at the broader context, it has been PlayStation fans that have made this franchise popular, specifically God of War fans from PlayStation. So it's like the very first group that you will be marketing this to will be the people that are fans of God of War. And again, I know. I don't even blame Sony for this because clearly some of those creators must have listened to Twitter. Okay, clearly they must have been like, "Hey, it would be nice if you had a smaller experience." No, it's not. It's not wanted. They lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. If you listen to this podcast, you will have known it was a lie, and you will have known you couldn't count on it. But now, understand it's a lie and never do it again, ever. Like if one of the people come and suggest a smaller title that again less than $100 million, fire him. Fire him. You know.
So-
just we don't do that over here. And again, in fact, I think PlayStation gamers are worse than even Xbox gamers in that way because I hate the fact that people always talk about the budget that it costs to make Sony to make it. I'm like, is it your fucking money, bro? Like, why do you fucking care? Again, I'm just gonna put it this way: in any other industry, do you care what it costs the company to make it? When you get a new car, or you just look at cars, do you care what the R&D cost was for, like your Toyota? Like you don't give a fuck. Why do you care? Why do you get scared? What it costs to make a game? It should cost them more. They certainly aren't giving you back to you in features. There's so many. We don't get folders on PlayStation 5. So yes, let them pay more money. Don't understand.
I ain't gonna lie, I missed those folders, man. I ain't gonna lie. Them shits were perfect.
Clutch. I had a
Yo.
whole folder just for Resident
But
Evil.
I'll say, like, listen, I'm not even mad at the
man.
game because at the end of the day, they had a separate studio make it. So I'm like, to me, it's neither here nor there. I'm actually more surprised how something so small gained such a big attraction. Like, I'm like, holy
Like,
cow, this
High
thing
Guard.
really went viral, and that's the next topic. But I'm like, wow, that really went viral and stuff like that, and stuff.
So,
Henry, yeah, your thoughts?
yeah. So, obviously, we just went through this thing about our memories about 2D pixel games. So I'm for it. But I think the modern
Hypocrites.
modern day the modern day 2D games are not as organic because the capabilities of our system make everything so smooth. So it's lacking a certain charm to them, right? So
You want the rough edges. You want the rough edges of the 2D era.
Bad frame rates, right? So,
Bad frame rates and you want the screen that just keeps moving. It won't let you
it'll push you forward.
No matter what happens, you're going forward. So figure it out.
And a little sidetrack is Prince of Persia did start off on Apple IIe.
Yeah,
So, but
yeah.
it was like green and it's green, right? So the monitor was green. So, but anyway, I think what Sony should have done, I think what this game is meant to be, it's lacking another God of War or the actual Santa Monica game that Cory Barlog is working on that's launching with it. They announced it as a solo game instead of launching it as a Me Too game, right? So I think that's putting it at the end of the state of play, kind of what you call it, anticlimactic.
Would it have been better to start the
They
state of play
launched
with the
a
God of War?
AAA game with it.
Wouldn't it have been better?
Like,
Yeah.
what if they started with that and they ended with Kana? Like, yo, that'd be something.
No, actually, I think if they had given us the announcement of what the real game
Right.
was going to be, like for
Right,
Santa
right.
Monica or something, like the
Mhm.
sci-fi game that
Right.
rumored
They
or
give
whatever.
they gave the
Give them-
AAA
giving
game
us like a
attaching
real
to
thing
it.
to be like, hey, this is our thing, but here's the side thing while you wait. I think that would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
Or if they had done it as a DLC, like they did for Valhalla, because people love the Valhalla DLC. People love the Ghost of Yoti DLC, like the Legends World. Like it's an added thing, like you say, to a game. Like, if it was like, oh, if you buy XY new game, you get this game as part of a bundle for free. That also would have been like, people would be like, oh yeah, cool, it's just a little side thing. So yeah, but I think the announcement thing, I think the backlash is related to the fact that people are like,
They
I
went for
want to
that,
see my
went for that
proper
Borlaug game. Yeah, that Corey
$500
Borlaug
million
game.
Yeah,
experience.
yeah.
So they
So
showed
the
this
way I view
game,
this
but they
game
don't
is
show anything from the trilogy. Like what?
this game
Well,
is
not
like
even that.
like
What about the fact that you had these trash ass YouTubers get online and say we're going to see Corey Barlow's game? They were bringing people to their channels based on saying these things, saying, "Well, this is a rumor, and this is this and this." And we heard this from Reddit, Reddit
Yeah, they don't
rumor
know
room
jack.
and stuff like that. Yeah, and they run with that, and then when it doesn't happen, they have to defend themselves. So it's like, oh, the game it is showed as trash, but. I mean, they're right. I mean, I agree with Extreme. The TC Carlson, shout out to him. He came back for to do Kratos' voice. Yeah. So and that's going to be the big one. That's I don't know why people don't understand that. That is going to be the big
And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the same thing. That's what I'm saying.
That to me makes the most sense. It's almost like, okay, we're going to do this and give you a little history and things like that. And so again, if you're interested in that history, those deep cuts, no different than if you watch Star Wars and hey, I want to know what happened between episode 4 and episode 5. Well, then you can watch Obi-Wan Kenobi, or you can watch Andor or something like that to show you what happened. But you don't have to watch it. It just gives you a more sense. So if you're interested in Kratos' whole story, and remember they're doing the original, the trilogy, right? They're doing the original 3 games. So that in itself should tell you that they just want to give you a little backstory. Now you can make the argument over the price. That's fair. You're a consumer, but I just for me, I just think that there's a whole lot of entitlement going on, and like Sean said, a lot of the criticism is coming from people who aren't even playing the game. Because if you look at the user rating score, which I didn't know Sony was doing this, look at the user score. It's actually it actually has a pretty good rate on people that have actually played the game and are scoring it. So again, like I said, each to his own.
All right.
Yeah, just
going
to add to that,
if you
like,
play,
go ahead.
So if you play like Yakuza, and then you have your character walk up to a arcade machine and play a video game, the Sons of Sparta almost
It will be that game.
Like
It'll be a video game within the video game. Oh man, that's hilarious. That's funny. That's funny.
Play Crash Bandicoot in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
I think it should have been paired with something AAA because I think
That
that's
is
what people's expectations were, and unfortunately, but I think the hate's dumb. I think, especially coming from the Nintendo guys,
that's who was really funny. Like I was like, I'm not doing this.
Screenshots. They never share videos because if you start moving the games on Nintendo and then you start seeing screen tears because they can't handle the frame rates.
Whoa,
so,
man.
Yeah.
That's what's funny. When I saw the Nintendo guys complain about graphic fidelity, I'm like, okay, we're not. We just entered dumb territory. I'm like, I'm not even gonna. I just let them. I'm not even gonna entertain this conversation. I'm like, you know what? Whatever.
Constantly.
No way.
Constantly
Ain't no
say
way.
things about art styles and art directions and form over whatever, right? So and here they are complaining about the fidelity. So,
I'm not. Yeah, and a Nintendo Switch game. We're talking about graphic fidelity. Yeah, forget about it. I'm not. If you like it, I love it. I'm just gonna say that. What are you gonna say? That's what I'm gonna say. Nintendo talks about graphic fidelity. If you like it, I love it. Yeah, it's all right. You go ahead. Will, you were gonna say something?
Man, I fucking lost my train of thought. But what does Valkyrie think about this?
Not bad.
Okay, yeah, Valkyrie. Any thoughts? Because I know she 2D gamer. She got a Switch, PC. She doesn't have a PS5 yet, but she will.
Whoa.
But she will.
God of War is God of War. That's just how it is. Like no one else gave them flack for Rayman being old school, Castlevania being whatever it is. Yes, the graphics are sharper.
Good point.
I don't care. I play it or don't play it, but yes, if the gameplay is crap, that's different. I also heard things like the co-op mode doesn't open till you've already run through the game in single player mode, which is kind of shit. You should come up front with
That
that.
shit,
So
yeah.
that I get.
Good,
That bit I
good
get.
point.
That's
Good
a
point.
great
What's up
point.
with that? Like, how is that a design choice? Hey, we got this co-op mode, but you can't play until you beat it. Well, I beat it. What about the other guy that I'm trying to co-op with? I gotta wait till him. So you need two people to
Which I
beat
don't
it.
have a problem with. But tell me up front. Like, this is a thing. You need to unlock it to get this. Look, every other game, to get this, you unlock this. You got to get X amount of whatever. I don't care.
That's a good point.
And they put co-op on the main screen, but then
How
tell
you-
you that you got to beat the game to get the co-op. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, how
Sony
is
did that with the Last of Us?
It's
Sony
like
did
Neo,
with the
yeah.
remaster of the Last of Us. You have got to finish the game. They showed us all those new outfits. You can do this to their weapons.
Well, that's a
They
what?
didn't tell you
Factions?
you gotta, no, not factions. The Last of Us, the PS5 version, they let you change Joel and Ellie's clothes and stuff like that. You can put on different things. They can, glasses and stuff like that.
But that's different. That's cosmetics. We're talking about a game mode.
Well, yeah,
They didn't lock a
but I'm
game
just
mode
saying that they've
behind
done it.
being the game.
Well, no, they locked the cosmetics behind having to play the game and finish it.
It's not a
And they didn't
game
tell
mode.
us.
Yeah, but that's not a game mode. That's not a game mode.
I understand.
We're talking about game
But they still
mode.
didn't tell us.
Imagine,
they put it on
imagine
their
they tell
storefront.
you in order to, you're playing Madden or college football,
Effect.
but in order to play somebody online, you got to beat the season first.
I agree. I agree with what Valkyrie was
Ain't
saying.
nobody want to play no goddamn season. They want to whip somebody's ass right now.
I understand.
I think that's the
Another thing
picture.
about,
But you
another
can
thing
say
about
with the
Kratos
skins
is
and
that
stuff.
go ahead, Val, because you haven't.
No,
said
go,
it.
go.
So another
Thank
thing
you very
about
much.
Kratos is that he was always so specific in regards to his design, right? And and when it comes to 2D pixel games, everything is so abstract. Like it requires disclosure and imagination to kind of form the character, right? So, but with Kratos, he went like looking like that, and all of a sudden to tiny little dots. So I think like a lot of people's minds they can't adjust that. All of a sudden you have to imagine what he is, and that might create some sort of like conflict in train of thoughts, psychologically speaking. Sorry,
Right.
So you're saying that the
God
that
forbid
people
you have
now
to use
have
your own
absolutely
brain.
I can
no
see that.
imagination.
Oh, hold on.
No
Valkyrie, say it
imagination
again.
anymore. They just want it spoon fed to you. So basically, what you're trying to say is the generation now just wants it spoon fed. They have no imagination. They can't visualize
Well,
it.
yeah.
They want the triple A. Like
Entitled.
Em was saying, is give me it all pretty and give me all this. Well, fine, yes, but not everything's going to be like that. It's like I want an old school Mustang because it's loud, it's mechanical, it's got manual. You want your fancy.
She want American
car?
muscle. Hell yeah.
Go get a freaking Tesla. That's fine. It's got all your little buttons and everything.
He said, go get your sissy Tesla. We want American muscle here. We want to kill the climate. We want to kill the climate.
Oh yes, it is. It is a surfboard.
You have a surfboard. So what about the shark? Do you go surfing?
What?
Well, firstly, I do not live in New South Wales. I live in Victoria. So there are less sharks.
Okay.
Secondly, I don't look down. I just.
Craig, you think the sharks can handle her? You think the sharks can handle her, right? Because she'd be like putting a leash on the shark and then pulling her.
Yeah, but the shark.
jet ski.
Just so you know, the shark has 52 teeth flops. So just so you know, this. All right, cool.
Yeah, but to that mode, I like exactly what Henry said. Just take me back out. I don't want to paddle. Go.
Oh man. All right. Let me read off some super chats in line with the conversation. We got J Rock.
Can I shout out? Can I shout out to Sean? He went at this like Sean Kent, like going, dunking and then pointing. Sean went off on this topic, and I appreciate it.
He said, "Hey, listen, if you ain't,"
he was like
to
Sean
recap.
Kent dunking on Elton Lister and go.
Hey,
I gotta say, look, I told you I was.
Yeah.
You got muted, dog.
Anyway.
Oh, there you go.
You're muted.
All right, now
I
you're back.
agree with him in a sense that, look, if you aren't playing it, then what the hell are you talking about? Seriously, I mean, I'm just, if somebody puts a plate of food in front of me and then somebody says, well, don't eat that, it doesn't taste good, or to repeat a line out of my favorite Western, Open Range, and rest in peace, Robert Duvall, when the guy was like, this is the best tasting chocolate in the whole world. And he said, oh, well, what did you think about it? And he said, "Oh, I haven't had it yet." He said, "Well, how do you know?" He said, "How do I know what? This is the best tasting piece of chocolate in the world." So, I mean, if you aren't playing it, then I don't understand why it's such a big deal. I agree with Valkyrie and Sean are saying it's not for everybody, and that's fine. It's okay to go to a bar and have a bourbon and then have a whiskey to follow it. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's okay. It's okay. And
Let's just be honest. Puerto Rock. Let's just be honest. The people who are bitching about the price glazed Pentiment for being $70.
Glazed it.
Yeah, but the thing is, nobody really bought. But the thing is, nobody really bought Pentiment either. So like, that's what I'm saying.
Those are the ones that are vocal online.
Yeah, nobody really bought this stuff. So you know what I'm saying. So like, ultimately for me, I saw something that's not really going to be bought a lot, but yeah, it became the biggest subject. And I'm like, man, I did this small thing that's not going to sell a lot. It's going to be a niche smelling right. And it'll be all right. I mean, somebody mentioned his $500K budget, so it probably doesn't take much at $30 to recoup, I guess. Yeah, not even $1 million, I guess. It doesn't look like. I'll be surprised if they spent $1 million on that game. I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? But all right, but let me do some super chats real quick in line. So J-Rod said, thank you for the super chat. He asked, do y'all think Castlevania Belmont Curse of Metrovania will do great on PS5?
We'll do better than this one.
It's gonna outsell Sons of Sparta, I'll tell you that much. You know, that he ain't lying. It'll probably be bought more than that. You know, because Castlevania has the roots. But like I'm saying, like, man, I wish they would give it the AAA. I mean, I know Kojima did when he did the Lord of Shadows trilogy during the 360 PS3 era, and I would hope that they would continue on with that track. I mean, maybe not necessarily Kojima's vision since he's not there no more, but they could keep investing in the AAA era of Castlevania and making a big blockbuster character. But they went with this.
They need to solve the challenge of using a whip in 3D space, though. I think that's why.
But is it
stuff are successful?
Is it really any different than God of War? Because they figured it out. Because remember the chains, the Chaos Blades is kind of like a whip.
Yeah,
they swing like whips.
With Rygar.
Yeah,
disc armor, right? So
I think they got it.
Yeah, but I don't think they did well with.
They better go to Santa Monica and they'd be like, "Hey, we kind of need help with this whip." That's the mechanic.
Maybe, the target system or something. Yeah,
or something. Okay, we got W. Let me see. W Ortega. Thank you for the super chat, $5. He asks M. He says M. Sony of Sparta, I think he meant Sons of Sparta, is made by a studio with 24 employees, Mad Cat Studio, with support from Santa Monica. That's why I said I really don't have an issue because it's a separate studio. They pay for it. All right.
Yeah, it just PlayStation shouldn't bother doing these things.
Just at all.
PlayStation fans do not show for
Whatever.
You know? And the truth is that making it by an external studio does kind of reduce this thing, but regardless, it just proves that what I've been saying is true. PlayStation, it's the same thing about, we talked about backwards compatibility. That's another lie. Gamers do not give a fuck about backwards compatibility.
That's a lie.
You know,
that's a lie. That is a lie.
Okay, new rule. When I say something generally, just because it doesn't apply to you personally, doesn't mean you can call me a liar.
No, because a lot of people feel that way. I'm not the only one that feels.
I don't know. I'll be honest. I can agree with him. Okay. Let me put it this way. I always said. I don't think backwards compatibility is as big of a deal as people are out to make. And the one console. I'm taking the one, but the one console that proved it. In fact, the two consoles that proved it is the PS3 and the PS4. Those two consoles prove. Think about it. So let me help out Sean. Those two consoles prove backwards compatibility ain't that big of a deal. I'm gonna prove it to you right now. We'll start with the PS3. The PS3 launched with full backwards compatibility with the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1. Full. You could play everything. They literally had PlayStation 2 components in the PS3. That's why it had full compatibility, because when you bought a PS3 at launch, or the fat one that he has, that Will has, if you buy the PlayStation 3 fat, you bought the PlayStation 2 all over again. Because it was literally built into the console. The console wasn't selling. So Sony had to get the price drop. So
Prices were higher at that
I know,
time.
but now I know, but listen,
Price
but
was
listen.
different at that
I
time,
know,
though.
but listen. They released the Slim. They removed the backwards compatibility. Now you got.
Years after.
But listen, you got a new console that is now
Slim
no
on there.
longer. It's the PlayStation 3 that's Slim. You got a PlayStation 3 that cannot play
Yeah, but that was
PlayStation
like
2
4
games.
years after.
Yeah,
No,
the
but
Slim
listen,
right here.
no one cared. That's what I'm trying to say, Sean. No one cared.
Put it on that Slim PS3, they would have bought that fast.
No, listen. But the PlayStation 3 Slim sold faster than the Fat without backwards compatibility. No one cared. And now this moves on to the PS4. PS4 has zero backwards. Sean, PS4 has zero backwards compatibility with the PS3. Nothing.
Yeah, they never had.
No one cared. No one cared. No one cared. The PS3 launched with zero backwards compatible PS3 and barely compatible with the 2-in-1. No one cared.
I agree.
No one cared.
That's true.
Am I wrong, Sean?
PS4, but the PS3 was a different story.
No, it's not. Because you got the same console. They took backwards compatibility away. People didn't care.
That was way after the Slim came out.
No, you're not understanding, Sean. Sean, listen. If it was important, then there would have been backlash taking it away. There wasn't. In fact, more people bought it without backwards compatibility. If backwards compatibility was that big of a deal, nobody should have bought the Slim. Because it would have been like, you took a feature away. You should have kept the backwards compatibility. I'm not going to go buy a console with less features than the original. But no one cared. No one cared. No one cared that. No one cared that the PS3 got taken a feature away. Backwards compatibility. That wasn't the issue. What people wanted was PS3 first party games and PS3 first party games. That's it. Yeah.
I mean, if we put it just a PS3 context, right? The PS3 released without the 6-axis. So without the DualShock, people made a huge fuss about it, right? Until they brought it back. So it just proves Potterworks' point. When people actually give a fuck about the feature and you take it away,
The Rumble.
They will let you know. They will let you know about it. They will riot about it. You know, if you release a product and then you take it away and the product sells more, nobody cared about that feature. You know, it's the exact same thing. Like, listen, if the next DualSense doesn't have a touchpad, you're not going to hear much about it. I'm sorry, like, you're not going to hear much about it. You know,
nobody really uses
there's going
it.
to be some people that enjoy the touchpad, definitely, but you're not going to hear a fuss about it compared to if they took away, for example, the haptic feedback. Like, if they take away the haptic feedback, people are going to give a fuck. If they take away the adaptive triggers, people are going to give a fuck. If they take away the light bar around the touchpad, you know. But
yeah, they don't use
you know, I ain't gonna lie. That light bar is useless. That light bar is like.
I disagree a little bit. If they take the haptics, I don't think people will care that much. They don't use it enough right now. It's only in like a couple of
exactly
games.
what I mean. So it's like, it's these features that you have to be, and this is why I say people don't give a fuck about backwards compatibility, because time and again, take a look at, forget just the PlayStation side. The Xbox Series X and S released this generation in 2020. And they had nothing going.
It has the best backwards compatibility right now.
It's the best backwards compatibility.
And Sean, you don't like that console, despite having, technically speaking, but technically speaking, this proves the Xbox has the best backwards compatibility. Period.
I give them that.
It goes all the way back to the OG Xbox, and you don't like that console.
I don't.
Because you don't care about backwards compatibility.
I agree with you.
It's nice to have.
It's a nice to have.
I think
it is a nice to have. It's a nice to have.
Additive component.
It's an additive nice to have.
But that's the problem. PlayStation fans make it sound like it's a must-have
at all.
You know, and that's the thing. It's not a must-have. Backwards compatibility, a complete lie. It's a complete lie the way they talk about it. And even the fact that they always try to like bring it up. Listen, here's the thing. I think that every PlayStation console should at least have backwards compatibility to the last generation. Like, if the PS6 came out and they can play every PS5 game, but they didn't play every PS4 game, I don't think people are going to give that much of a fuck. I'm sorry, I just don't. You know, the PS5 generation, as it is already like double the size of the PS4 generation in terms of total games. There's already like 8,000 games for this generation. So it's like, you know, but considering that they're all on the same processor,
x86, we don't have to worry about that no more. x86, we ain't got to worry about that.
I think
it's like PC.
Backwards compatibility don't matter. It don't matter no more.
Yeah, it's like it's automatic now.
if they drop the PS4 for whatever reason, I don't think people are gonna shop in the street for it. I'm sorry, they just don't give a fuck about backwards compatibility.
No, they're gonna go to PC.
It's not a seller.
Yeah,
it is not a seller.
Yeah, but I mean, he said that he's joking. I mean, not joking, but I mean, laughing. But that's true. Go to PC, you can emulate this. You really can. I mean, if you really care about it that much.
I mean, the PS3, it has something to do with the price, right? So once they removed all these components, the price came down by like $200.
Yeah.
So, but I
think that was more of a selling point than them getting rid of the backwards compatibility. That, me personally, that's what I think.
Well, to be fair,
and also the 360 was like burning left and right.
Removing the PS2 components was a necessary step to reduce the cost. But the main thing is the consumer's not going to care. If it was a feature that they really wanted, there would have been blowback. There was no blowback. The priority was a low-costing PS3 and more PlayStation first-party games.
It just was not a good console.
That's it.
I guess if we're talking about
I mean, on a technical spec, it was rough.
Back on PlayStation 3 PSN shutting down. That was interesting. So, if you want to talk about controversy and people caring about accessing old titles, it was interesting how they said, we're going to shut down the PlayStation 3 connection to the PSN network. But there was a substantial, not a lot, but quite a bit of backlash. And they kind of kept it on until now. It's still up.
Surprisingly.
Shout out
the store's still up, too.
It's not a lot of people on that console.
But
online, I mean, online.
Shout out to
online. That was the thing. The main console with the online was 360. Like the PS3, you had your Call of Duty gamers, you had your sports gamers, so they were impacted. But PlayStation really nurtured the single player guys, so they were like, all right, this sucks, but we can wait it out. But the guys who were hardcore Call of Duty, they left and went to 360 because they couldn't play Call of Duty for a month. It was all they played. So to those gamers, the console was dead. It was pointless. It was pointless. Yeah. What are you gonna say, Sean?
To this day,
What are you gonna say? Sean?
And shout out to Mark Cerny. He's the architect for since PlayStation 4. So everything from here on, because especially now we have such a big digital library. We're going to get backward compatibility, PS4 and on, which is.
I mean, going to x86 was the simple answer. But what were you gonna say, Sean?
No, I was gonna say, to be fair, like they are trying to protect the PC game, so I do want to say that.
So what's funny is the guys on PC, the one that does that emulator for PlayStation 3, they're further ahead than PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
Like I seen a recent. I think they know the RC3. RC. I think there's only like 60 games left or something like that. I was reading a conversation on Twitter. They said that they're down to 60 remaining games, where right now they can only boot it to like the title screen and can't play it. But when you think of all the games on PS3 and they done, that means there's a lot of playable games. And I'm like, how the fuck are they doing this shit? And yet the people who actually made this shit can't do it.
They just got mic support to work. Yeah.
That's dope.
I don't know what hurdles. It can't be technical hurdles unless Sony's incompetent. It's got to be like legal hurdles. Like, I don't know, because these guys, they're just far ahead of the game, and it's not their console. It's not their product. They're just doing it and making it happen. And I'm like, this is weird. Like Sony, buy them. You bought Bungie, buy these motherfuckers.
Sony needs to hire them.
Buy these guys.
They have been in touch. They have been in touch with them. I'm actually in the Discord too. They have been in touch with them recently. Yeah, they are working with them. They have been working with them for the past couple of years.
They need to get that done now.
Actually, I have quite a bit of perspective on this because, knowing some of the modding community, the main thing is with these companies, right? When they say backwards compatibility, they need to guarantee 100% that there's not going to be any potential bugs.
They don't even do that with the new games. They don't even guarantee that with new games that they're coming out. They're like that. We're concerned with the quality of the backwards compatibility. I ain't even concerned about the quality of the new games you release now. What are we talking about?
Have you played a Bethesda game?
Have y'all played Forspoken the day it launched? Like, bro.
Like,
oh my god, no.
Like, bro, what we doing here? That stuff. Let me hit up.
What I'm saying is there is a chance, right? Some obscure game that no one tested, when they enable a full, backlog access to PlayStation 3,
crashes your console.
Potentially crashes your console, right? And if they cannot guarantee that, they won't release it. That's one of the most critical factors in relation to roadblocks.
Yeah, look what happened with that Star Wars racing game that could apparently brick your console. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Well, not really brick. It's
it can open it up for. They can open it up for modding. Yeah, they can mod it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, so they could open a game opened up for modding. That's some crazy shit.
A game open up the console on PS5 too.
Yeah,
that's wild.
PS5. Yeah.
That's wild. We got.
That's why there was Star Wars game.
The modders, boy. The modders, hey, they treacherous. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, man.
Oh yeah, they definitely is.
That's your people.
Let me do it. So let me do the next super chat. We got the MDW77 with the $2 super chat. Says, I'm playing Sons of Sparta and genuinely loving it. Right? Good for you, man. I'm happy.
It's a good game. I like it.
Good for you.
Shout out to that
man,
guy.
Listen, Will don't listen to Will. He don't like that shit. He ain't playing that shit. We're out here lying.
What do you mean, you people?
Let me listen. Hey, you did you stream the game?
No, because I stream Survival.
See, because he doesn't stream trash games. He only streams premium games. If he ain't streaming it ain't premium. All right, so that's how you know when Will. If Will likes the game, he's streaming that sucker. I'm just letting you know that.
Porterrock's a piece of shit.
He's like, I caught your secret. I know this. Oh, I played this game. I'm like, but I didn't see you stream it. He goes, I don't really like it.
No, I stream Code Violet. Don't do that.
All right. Look at that. So Sons of Sparta sucks that bad that you'll stream Code Violet, but you won't stream Sons of Sparta. That's how bad he don't like Sons of Sparta.
Oh, no.
That right there proves it.
Come with the gotchas, bro.
You like that? I'll just tell you. That just told you how much he does not like Sons of Sparta. That he rather stream Code Violet. That right there. Hey, listen. It's your channel. The evidence. Listen, you didn't clean up the evidence. You left the sign. You left the crime scene filthy. I don't know what to tell you. All right.
That's fucking funny.
Okay.
You know I will.
We got 78 Incorporated. Thank you for the $20 super chat. He says, I think Sons of Sparta is not what most expected. I just played Anno, what is it? Mutation, Neon Inferno, and the Replace demo. And these games were fire. I've learned to give these type of games a chance. I will do the same for God of War. Man, shout out to you. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not giving any of these games a chance, and I'm gonna tell you why. I did my time. We talked about the Genesis. We talked about NES. I did my my generational bids. I did the Atari thing. I did the ColecoVision thing. I did the Master System, the Super NES, the NES, TurboGrafx 16. Listen, I was deep in the 2D fight. I'm tired. I'm like that guy from Green Mile. I'm tired, boss. I'm not playing 2D games no more. I'm tired, boss. I want my 3D big blockbuster games. Like, listen, if your game ain't 100 milli, it's not for me. I'd just be like, I'm not doing it. I did my 2D time. And sometimes I lie to myself. Like, listen. Sometimes, like when Sega announced Shinobi and it looked all flashy and I saw it instantly and I'm like, oh, that shit look cool. But then when I go to the PlayStation store and it says time to buy, I'd be like, I don't want to buy this shit. I don't want to buy it. I'm lying to myself.
That it took you so long
I
to
just
play Expedition 33.
I'm doing
because the budget was under 10 million.
No, I did that. No, really, it wasn't about the budget. It was about me pissing off him.
No, I know. I'm just.
It was really. I got enjoyment pissing off him, and it worked. It was beautiful. When he saw that be lost on the side, he tried to play it off, but boy, if I was in that room, you'll see a beat down. He would have been fucking me up in that white room. He's like, that goddamn game. But listen, I love it. Listen, Expedition 33, one of the top games of the gen. It sits right next to Returnal with me. Them two games, love it. I love those games. Okay. But like listen, like that's why Castlevania it looks great. but I'm not gonna play it. I'm just not doing the 2D thing. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing
Real
it.
quick,
I did my time,
know this-
Sean. I did my bid. All right. I'm free now. I'm free. All right. I'm free. I did my 2D bid.
Real quick. Going to the I'm tired boss thing. You think they're gonna redo that voice?
I think you might have to come in and out. Unless is it my internet? Oh, my internet's not fucking up.
Played
my internet messing up?
He played Atlas. Huh? Michael Clark Duncan. Yeah, he played that. He played
Right.
Atlas.
Like, you think they're gonna redo all their lines? Because a couple of those actors passed away.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, all I would say, from what I understand,
unless they
is
keep the
TC
audio.
Carson. TC Carson is definitely I think the actress who played Gaia has also passed away. Yeah. So it's gonna be kind of interesting from that perspective. It's like, do you replace? You don't? Because like again, some of the actors in God of War 2 and 3 are excellent. So
yeah.
They might use AI and bring them back.
Oh man, here we go. Oh man, that's so disrespectful. I mean, but it's the remake, so
bro.
That would be.
P-Rock froze?
Yo, I think it's me. Am I freezing? Yo, something's going wild right now.
He's back. He's back. You were like max head.
Yo, YouTube is bugging. Something's crazy.
YouTube's acting wild.
It's trending.
A second. Yo, Mr. Freeze.
It's trending. It's trending right now on.
Yo, this is wilding out.
YouTube, damn.
Hold up, I ain't got potato Wi-Fi. I got Verizon Fios. No, not Fire. T-Mobile. I got T-Mobile. I got T-Mobile fiber. I got T-Mobile fiber.
It's YouTube, brother.
Okay, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. This isn't Spectrum internet. We're not on that Spectrum bullshit no more.
That's good.
I'm on that fiber to the house.
I switched Spectrum and went to that. I went to that Thunder internet. Is what I got.
Listen, Thunder internet. This guy got chocolate Thunder internet. Get it ready. Listen, get it ready. Miss Modem, let's get it ready. But listen, I got that good internet now. All right, I got that fiber to the house. I got fiber to the house, to the his house, to the his house. All right, but anyway,
get it ready.
Get it ready. But thank you, 78 Incorporated. I'm gonna say thank you, 78 Incorporated, for that super chat. We got Glenzer says Rockstar God of War trilogy remake, huh?
Huh? Still waiting for.
Huh?
Grand Theft Auto.
Well, he says Glenzer says Rockstar colon God of War trilogy remake, huh? Huh?
So like, is he suggesting?
What? Huh?
Yeah, they're about to start
Is he
remaking
suggesting Rockstar to remake Grand Theft Auto 1 to 3 into 3D?
Did he mean Grand Theft Auto GTA? GTA trilogy remake?
Maybe he
meant it's gonna be bad like that, like those were.
I think he meant like Rockstar.
Oh, because I get it, because the Rockstar trilogy sucked.
Original trilogy.
Yeah.
But that was bad.
It was kind of bad at launch.
Yeah, they were like overhead contracts.
Oh wait, no wait.
I had pictures of that shit, but it wasn't even really a full remake. It was like a remaster, and that remaster was terrible.
Mobile version.
And it wasn't even done by like Rockstar. They did like Street Games. It was like an off. It was an off company.
I had the pictures.
It was the mobile.
I had the picture of that. In fact, do I still have those pictures?
Oh man, it was terrible.
It was a mobile company that fixed it, but yeah, Rockstar or Grove Street Games are the ones that developed it, and they fucked it up and got fired. They even took them out of the credits of them.
Man,
took about the credits. It's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
they did.
Damn, that's terrible.
I keep hearing about Grand Theft Auto 4 though. I keep hearing they're trying.
I keep hearing that too.
Oh yeah, hold on.
We'll see.
They remade Grand Theft Auto 1, 2 in London on the PS1.
Oh damn, I haven't played that in a long ass time too.
Yeah, I heard it. It's crazy.
I played the OG Grand Theft Auto games. I had those.
I played Grand Theft Auto 4 recently, like like sometime
Grand
last
Theft Auto
year.
2. I had Grand Theft Auto 2 and the London game. I had both.
Wait, is that the overhead joint? Is that the
Yeah.
overhead joint?
Yep,
Oh, wow.
over. Yeah, that was the OG,
Yeah,
Grand Theft
that's
Auto.
That's
Yeah,
throwback.
I had those games. That's what I said. I used to play those.
Mm.
That's what got me into Grand Theft Auto.
I put it on the screen.
Came out.
This is
Yeah, what the
the Grand Theft
fuck
Auto
is that?
trilogy remaster.
Terrible.
Oh, let me look.
Terrible.
I know they were like, oh my god.
It was a horror show.
What did y'all do to the game?
Look at that.
Boy, they butchered that game so bad. It was like
They didn't way to do that.
Look at
Redfall 2.0. That's Redfall 2.0.
Oh man.
Yo, that was bad. Look at that. That is bad, boy. That's the trilogy, the
Starfield
definitive
without the
edition.
Starfield.
Yo, this is bad,
Starfield
boy.
3.0.
Yo, that was bad.
3.0.
I'll
You
be
know
like,
why it came out like that? Because you guys fucking put it on Unreal Engine, you fucks.
that thing was bad.
Yo,
Oh, man.
it was so bad. Whenever it would rain in the game, you literally couldn't see anything.
You couldn't see, bro. You're like,
That's how crazy it was.
Oh man.
They fucked
That was
up.
bad. All right.
especially when it rained at night, you couldn't see shit.
Yo, and the fucked up thing they did was, bro. So they took out the original game, so you couldn't buy the original games anymore.
Yeah.
Play that shit. Yo, it's like,
Yeah, this is the definitive edition. The definitive trash edition. Yo, that was bad.
You're like,
Good thing I bought the OG ones before they delisted it.
I know, I had the
I bought all
OG.
three of those bad boys.
Mm.
Yep, I
Right.
still have the OG ones on my PS library. I still got them now. Before the OG, before the definitive edition.
Mhm.
I bought
Let me
that
do
when
these-
they first released it on PS4. I was
All
like, yep, I'm buying all these just
Yep.
in case.
Yeah, Konami did the same thing for Metal Gear. What is the one? Metal Gear 4, the digital PSN PS4 edition.
Wait, they delisted that for
yeah, they
PS3?
did.
Really?
They delisted it.
Go on. And
shit.
Metal Gear Solid 4
Yeah, Metal
I
Gear
didn't know
Solid
that.
4 and
for the
what's
PS3?
the other one? Peace Walker. Yeah,
Because that was the only. Well, the Metal Gear Solid 4, the only way you could play is on PS3.
PS3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, well, until the
Delisted.
remake comes
I'm
out.
surprised they
Crazy.
delisted that, though.
Till the remake comes out.
Like, yo, you want to play this? You got to buy the new one, bitch.
Oh shit! All right, let me do it. We got Jimmy Harris here with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. He says, "Good to see you all." Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you so much for rocking out. Hope you enjoyed the show. And then of course we got J Rob, $5 super chat. He thank you so much. Says it's tough to really know if people care about backwards compat by just sales. When you buy newer, better hardware, you assume it can easily run older games. I know what you mean, you know.
Yeah.
But I think right now, I think that's a long forgotten conversation because ever since the adoption of x86, which is PC centric, whatever, that's it. Every game from here on out is backwards compatibility. So I think that's like a old topic. I think really the topic of backwards compatibility is the legacy systems that were Power PC architecture. So you're talking PlayStation 3, 2, and 1. That's really so. If anybody talking backwards compatibility is really about those platforms, getting more of those games onto newer platforms. And I think as the consoles get more powerful, the easier, or at least I would think, it should be easier to get these games. You know, because they have to emulate them and stuff like that. I
Right.
guess. You know.
That's why
I seen them
Metal
brought
Gear
back
Solid
cool
4
borders
took so
too.
long.
You know.
I see them brought back cool
whatever.
borders
So
this week too.
yeah. So if they still like if they can't really get the PS3
it's on
fully.
PlayStation. You can look it up.
Yeah.
You can look it up now.
If they really can't get the PS3 fully compatible on the PS5 and PS5 Pro, well, they're not going to do it, right? If they can't do it on the PS5, then they're not going to do it on the Pro. They're just not. Then they should, at the very least, get it done by the PS6, and then just move on. You know, is it a big deal? I don't think it's a big deal, at least for the majority. But it doesn't hurt. I guess it won't hurt the brand, right, by doing it. You know.
Yeah.
I guess it's one of those last remaining things that happened. But anyway, hey, thank you so much for rocking out with the show. I hope YouTube is not providing a terrible experience. But if you're here, please hit the like button. I truly appreciate you guys rocking out. Membership opportunities is available if you choose to. But ultimately, I'm really glad that you guys are here to enjoy the show. We're going to kick it off with the next topic. And the next topic is High Guard.
Oh my god.
You know, because everybody knows I love live service games.
I have so
But apparently the game is like an officially flopped or something. Like it's bad.
oh man.
Like it's terrible and stuff like that, right? And stuff.
I
I
They,
played
And the
it.
big, huh?
they calling it Concord too.
I played it.
They call it Concord 2.0.
You played it? Em?
Yeah.
How you like
Did you
it?
really?
How
You
like
played it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to hear.
What do
What
you
did
thought
you
about
think?
it?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I want to know
Right,
what you think about it.
so gonna be a pretty negative review.
Where's my pillow?
Look,
I'm missing my PlayStation
Oh,
pillow.
shit.
I think the entire concept is just it's an interesting mishmash that I'm not sure was ever going to actually be that interesting to that many people because there's like a crafting element to it. So you can do resource gathering for like the first 2 minutes or so of the match. And the idea is that there's an in-game store that you can go to, as well as being like a drop zone kind of a thing where you go in and then you can find chests all over the map. But then there's this extra resource gathering part to it, and the maps are really huge. And the standard mode was 3v3, and that just meant that you could go for a very long time without actually finding anyone. And then when you do find people, time to kill is extremely fast. So
Damn.
you get into a firefight for like 30 seconds, and then the respawn is like I want to say almost an entire minute long. So it was
Oh,
just
wow.
it just had this very weird thing where during the entire match, which I think my match went on for like half an hour. You know, I don't know if it
Oh,
was because
shit.
it was the first match and we were just like none of us knew what we were doing. You know, so I don't know whether we just kind of
That's
like
a whole
we were
act
just
in
messing
Clear
things up.
Obscure.
You know, yeah, right. So it's like I don't know. It just had a really weird dynamic to it, and it just felt like this would be a lot better if they were just instantly, like let's say 10v10, right? That would just put
Mm.
people and with like different objectives because the mode that I played, the main objective is to basically get this item called the shield breaker. And then when you get the shield breaker, you can go to the opponent's base and break their shield. And that's how you can do an assault or a raid on the thing. You know, and that takes a while to
Mm.
spawn. So the idea is that you can split your time between resource gathering so you can get better equipment, or you can try to engage the enemy team. But the truth is that the map is so huge that unless you just go directly for the shield breaker, you're not likely to find the enemy team because the other resource gathering points are not a big enough attraction to be like, oh, I'm gonna go over there and there's a risk that I'm going to find someone there. It just doesn't happen. And again, it's just like you literally just have 6 people on the entire map, and it is I cannot overstate how big it is. You know, like I think it's like bigger than some battlefield maps. And like the
Damn.
ones that are made for
Oh my
like
god.
either conquest or something. Like it was just like
Yeah.
a huge amount of geography, and that really also hampered the thing. Now I've heard some other people say that they enjoyed parts of it and everything, but to me the dull moments between actual firefights and everything, that made it really unenjoyable and really just boring to play. And also since I didn't like half of the game, which was the resource gathering part, I never it doesn't really click with me. I didn't
Mm.
really like it. The guns were nice, but I didn't think the selection of guns was particularly interesting to me because they just felt very generic and it didn't really feel like I could look for one particular gun to go with my character or whatever. But then again, I didn't play that much of it, so I'm sure those things come with time. But just from the outset, it just wasn't tuned right,
The,
if that makes sense. Like it's just
the
something about the tuning of
fantasy
it, it just wasn't it.
the fantasy they were trying to sell is the Battle of Helm's Deep, right? So you have a castle, you have an attacking force, or you have a
I'm with
defending
Lord of the
force.
Rings.
Defended.
That's our
Battle
AI
of
right there.
who?
That's our AI.
Oh, I thought you said hell. I thought you said something else. Okay, I thought you said Hellman. Okay, I was like, what?
No,
Mayonnaise.
and as a concept, it makes sense as a multiplayer game, right? You have time for preparation to protect your castle, or you have time for preparation to attack the castle. And I
Yeah,
can definitely
preparation.
see in the future someone making a game that is successful in this regard. But the problems with High Guard is numerous. First of all, why are they fighting each other? It's just like why? Right? If you see the characters, you don't know why. Um,
That's true.
why are they protecting the castle? You don't know why. It's like there's no
Yeah.
in-lore plot that is easy to explain and to say what's going on. Any player who's going into a multiplayer game should be able to join and within 5 to 10 seconds They need to they should be able to see, okay, who's the bad guy, who's the good guys, why are we fighting? Go, right? Counter-Strike. Terrorist versus any military you want to name. And yeah, the other one is, of course, the art style is just shit.
I want to hear more about the preparation though. So that's what I'm talking about. Getting prepped.
The preparation phase is extremely boring because basically the main resource is the crystals that you find. So there's like, I don't know if you ever played RuneScape, but it's like mining crystals or stones in RuneScape. So it's not particularly engaging. It doesn't require any thought. All you do is click a few buttons a few times, and then you get like this results, and you're supposed to find a shop that you can go and buy certain things from. And again, I think this will be so much better if, for example, the game had like a 10v10 or something, and like you could assign people to different roles to be like, okay, you guys are just going to mine resources the entire game, and you're going to show up at defenses. And if those resources could be, bought, used to buy, kind of like defensive weapons for your base, kind of like catapults or something like that, or set up traps for the opposing team in case they start a raid on your castle to kind of give them a harder time breaking in. If there was like, you could just dedicate yourself to playing that role and be like 3 people, you guys are like the vanguard. You go and you just attack and, try to assault their base. And then maybe some roles in between where people can, be useful to the entire movement. I also think it would be good. It would be better if there was like more factions warring on the map at the same time, like maybe 3 or 4 factions that have, because the geography for the actual landmass they created is big enough to even have like 4 teams of, let's say, 7 people or 6 people all doing these things, and then different people could have like different strategies. Like maybe one team is just like, hey, we're just gonna be the assault team. We don't care about defense. We're just always going to go and make life difficult for other people, try to eliminate them, and then maybe acquire the resources that they've gathered. That could have been like a cool concept kind of a thing, but it's almost like the way that it is right now, it just falls flat in every level. If you're there for like the twitch shooting and the actual gun shooting mechanic, you only get that maybe 10% of the time, right? If you're there for the resource gathering, then it doesn't really go far enough because it doesn't really buy that much. It's not really like a good use of your time, and it's frankly boring to do. And if you're there to be a strategist because you're like, oh, this map is so huge, maybe we can hold up here or hold up there, then you're just never really going to see the opposing team because they're just going to go pick up the shield breaker and then they're just going to go straight to your base. So the only real moments of high octane action is when there is a base assault, whether you're the fighting team, or sorry, whether you're the vanguard of a team or the defensive team. But then the problem is the time to spawn is so high that as soon as you get killed, you have like a whole minute to wait until you spawn again. So it's like, oh my god!
And then you have to track yourself across the map on a horsey.
Yeah. So it's just like again, the gameplay itself is polished, right? Like the guns feel good and everything like that, but it's like, man, this is a multiplayer game in which the game part only happens like 10, maybe 20% of the time, and I don't know. I just didn't think it would click. It didn't click with me, certainly, and I understood why it didn't click with so many others.
Can we talk about the website being shut down? The Discord is disconnected.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
No one seems to be responding.
Huh?
Yeah, the website's down. High Guard website
I
is
know
down.
YouTube. Yeah, I know YouTube was acting up, so I didn't know if it was just.
No. Like if you go there, it literally tells you like we're on holidays. Come back later.
Oh man! Oh man! Oh no!
I mean, the game got kind of a rough. They got a rough beginning too because it was shown at the Game Awards and like everybody was like just shitting on Jeff Keighley because Jeff.
Oh,
Keighley
the Jeff
like,
Keighley, that really didn't do no favors.
This game is going to be the one. In a couple of days, you guys are going to be, you know what I mean? We're going to prove y'all wrong. And boy, I'm telling you, that game get flamed.
Got shitted on as soon as it came in the market.
Ate up, shat out, and telling you left for dead, like for real, dog. I mean, I see what you guys are talking about. Like, I see they said like the map is too big for 3v3. Like, I definitely seen that.
Way too
And it was
big.
like it was
Way
like
too big.
Like what are we doing like in this game? It's crazy.
They had a
Did
zip
you put on?
line,
Did
and
you
I
have on
swear
the
to you,
headset?
this zip line is only from like one corner to another corner. It's not like from the middle of the map to like the extremity. It's just like from one section to another. And I was on this zip line for like 20 seconds. And I'm like, and that's the fast way. I'm just like, yo, what on earth is this map? Like, it's so big, you know, and it just, and when I realized that was just literally, and then I realized that when the opposite team starts a raid, they give you a teleport option back to your base because they all understand that there is no way you can make it from wherever you are to, you know, back to your base. So I was like, okay, but then if you think about it, right, you put like mounts in the game, and that is still not fast enough for a person to reasonably go back to their base. Maybe your map is too big. So that's why you needed to create this teleport option. So yeah, I don't know, man. I know that there are some people that like High Guard. I don't want to shit on the game, but I was like, you really didn't tune this out with anyone.
And we should shit on it because at the end of the day, they were seriously, right? They were on the biggest stage of gaming as the last title. On launch, close to 100,000 people just on Steam, right? So plus Xbox, plus PlayStation played it, and it is a genuine flop. Same as Concord. Concord got the shit. High Guard should get the shit. At the end of the day, they had every single opportunity to be successful. To be honest, at least Concord was only played on Steam by how many? It's like 1,000 people. You know, what is the excuse that High Guard has? Oh, we had 100,000 people and then no one returned. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, he has a point.
Did anybody else play High Guard?
Fuck your diplomacy.
Nah,
I didn't really care.
Me.
Oh man. I mean, there were people who said that Jeff Keighley had invested in that game or something like that, had put money in it.
I mean, to make that game like the last showing of the show, that's an interesting decision. That was a very interesting decision.
Yeah.
So that game did get put on a spotlight, and not in a good reason, not in a good way.
Yeah. But to a certain extent, I think, of course, he's the Dorito man. Jeff Keighley is gonna make fun of the rest of his life. Oh, you promoted High Guard. But to be honest, I think he won out of it because without his promotion, this thing would have bombed even worse, right?
Oh, how's that
I don't think it would be even reaching 100,000. People will go in and if they're lucky, they would reach what? 10,000, 20,000, and everybody will be just off it. At least he got 100,000 people plus the consoles to try it out. So that is something.
Oh, okay. Well, now I don't feel bad for my game. I'm excited when I'm getting some bites on the game. I'm going to try to get that. Cool.
Okay, all right. I guess that's about it for High Guard. Conversation. The topic went as fast as the game itself.
No, literally, that's about
it. The game is so bad we can't even get 5 minutes out of this topic. I think. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next topic. We're gonna talk about Final Fantasy. So the third chapter of Final Fantasy 7. It has been discussed that it will now be a same-day multiplat across multiple platforms. It sounds like it's gonna be PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
So
an interview
That's a
was
plus.
done. Yeah, an interview was done saying that the lead platform is PC, but it will not compromise the quality of the other platform because that's everyone's major concern. Now, if you've been following me on this channel and you guys in the panel, you guys know that for a while, this whole entire gen, I have not been impressed with Square Enix's quality control and optimization. And that's with exclusively just making the game on PlayStation. Final Fantasy 16 had issues, Forspoken had issues, Rebirth had issues. I started playing Rebirth on the PS5. I shelved it and I said I'm gonna wait till the Pro comes out. You know what I'm saying? So I have consistently mentioned that I am disappointed this gen with
And that's
Square
like one of your favorite
Enix's.
ones too, right? Final
Yeah,
Fantasy 7.
yes,
Damn.
absolutely. And I have consistently said that, and it's pretty much. And people, I said this on Twitter. People think, "Oh, you're being fair because multiplat." I'm like, listen to what I am saying. Square Enix this entire gen has not been good with optimization, quality control, and I am talking about the PlayStation exclusives, or at least when the games was exclusively made for PlayStation. So I'm already complaining on their capability of providing an optimized game, good quality control. So now imagine all the platforms at the same time. I'm like, ooh, in my opinion, these games are going to come in hot because I don't see how they can be better optimization all at the same time when they had trouble with it one by one. I mean, the PlayStation, and I'm not talking about just one example. I'm talking about almost all their games of the AAA caliber. You know, Final Fantasy 16, Forspoken, and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Each of them all had issues of some type that they needed weeks after week after weeks of optimization and updates to finally. I mean, Forspoken was like 8 months of optimization. They finally got the game right like 8 months later. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, so it's not the first time I've seen Square Enix. Some people talking about Square Enix. This is a change of paradigm. I'm like, we've seen this before. We've seen Square Enix do Multiplat's day and date. They did on 360 with Final Fantasy 13. All three parts were day and date on 360 and PlayStation 3. I don't know if it was on PC day and date. I think it was. But I know at a minimum it was 360 PS3. Then on the PlayStation 4, Final Fantasy 15 was day and date across all three platforms. PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. And then they went back to developing on PlayStation first with the remake and stuff. So they go back and forth, back and forth. But for those who here plays the Square Enix games, or who here has played?
I play most of every Square Enix game they got on PlayStation.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on, based on how they released Forspoken, Rebirth, and Final Fantasy Rebirth 16 and Forspoken? What are your thoughts on Square Enix handling the next title effectively well? Who wants to chime in on that? Because
let me go last on this one.
Well,
all right.
Well, I'll be the first. I'll be the first to speak on it because actually I do get the games like day one before they come. So for the last 3 releases, the optimization actually, and you can actually believe me.
Now I know how Will feels with Resident Evil.
Because Henry seen me stream the games, and look, I had no issues, hiccups, no anything. It ran very smoothly.
Which games?
But as far the Dragon Quest games.
Okay.
Oh, that's Square Enix.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I have the HD remakes and 7.
Have you played Rebirth at launch when it first launched on the PS5? Did you play that?
No. I was.
Yeah, that's why.
Shame on you, partner.
Have you played Final? Hold on. Have you played Final Fantasy 16 at launch?
I did actually.
What were your thoughts on the optimization?
I had no issues. I had no issues with 16.
Okay. All right. How about Forspoken?
I had Forspoken.
How about Forspoken? Did you play it at launch?
I actually beat it.
Did you play it starting at launch? What about your thoughts on that with the optimization?
Before it came out. I had it day before it came out.
Okay, how about the optimizations on that?
I had no issues with the game.
Oh, you lying now. Now you're lying. That game had all types of... That's a lie. That game had all... Final Fantasy 16, I was going to let you get away with it. There is no goddamn way I was going to let you get away with Forspoken. Not that game. Yo, Extreme, you play that game. We both felt the pain, bro. That game was pain.
I'm telling you, boy. I'm telling you, man.
I can vouch. You can look on my channel. I streamed the whole game on my channel with no hiccups.
Listen. I want to say this respectfully.
I was waiting.
Look on my channel.
I'll let you get away with 16, but Forspoken, bro.
Wasn't 16 like overheating PlayStations? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I let him get away with it. That's why I say Forspoken for last.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Why? I have no reason to lie
As
to
a
you.
person who loved Forspoken,
Look,
Forspoken at launch was garbage.
I have no reason to lie. I have no reason to lie. I have
No.
issue with
No. No, listen,
on
you're
my
not lying.
channel.
You're not
It's
lying.
on
You're
my
not lying.
channel.
But
lying.
we
my
have different
channel.
tolerances. We clearly have different tolerances for technical
I
competence.
never had an issue with the game. You can look on my channel. I
That's
had
great.
Yeah, that's where he's getting at.
about
That's where
me.
he's that's where
I'm
he's getting
going
at.
to talk about me.
Your
He made
system
my
was
OLED.
trash.
He
Your
made
system was
okay.
trash.
Okay.
Yeah.
He
Your
made
optimization was trash.
he made my
Optimization
OLED
was
look bad.
trash.
And,
You probably
and
chose
the game
quality
is
over
woke.
performance.
Yeah, I'm gonna play
Yo,
it
you-
again because the game is woke.
Look, you
So
chose
I'm definitely
look. You
gonna play.
probably look. Let me clear this up. He probably chose quality over performance. That's why his shit was acting up.
No, I chose performance.
Okay,
I don't
all
blame
right,
quality.
Listen,
I chose
listen.
performance and I had no issues. You can look on my channel. I do not make this shit up.
I
do
have
not,
I
don't
have
to make
a
anything
very
up 'cause
beautiful
I actually
TV.
beat the game. I can tell you.
So did
I
I.
played it.
So did I.
I bought the
Yeah,
DLC.
so
I
we-
got the
so-
DLC and everything.
Listen,
Okay,
we beat
okay,
the game
okay.
too, and I
The
beat the
game is
DLC. Listen,
Okay,
me
hold
and
on.
Am are not the ones who never played the game. We beat the game. In fact, we were talking about it as we were playing
I
it,
love it
and
here.
we both were going through the same issues live on the
I had
podcast.
no issues. I had no issues.
Listen. I'm gonna put it this way. I'm
I
not
have no
gonna talk
reason to
about
lie.
Sean's experiences. That's cool. I'm gonna talk about mine.
I
I have a beautiful OLED TV. I have a beautiful OLED TV. It's gorgeous.
beautiful.
Makes everything look good. Forspoken made it look bad. I actually thought the panel was broken.
I don't
That's
know
how
what y'all
bad
playing
it
on
was.
because it wasn't on the PS5.
It certainly was on the
Smoothly.
PS5.
My shit,
Again,
my shit ran
no,
smoothly.
hold on, Sean. I don't have an issue with you. You had your experience. You loved it. That's great. I'm gonna talk about mine. It was garbanzo.
Is the game woke though? Extreme. Is the game woke?
Listen, I'm not getting into the no.
Well,
Here's
no,
the
I'm not
thing.
asking that. I'm just asking is it woke? I don't care about the politics.
I won't even justify that with a response. Okay.
Well, then I'll
So here's the
have to
thing.
play it and make up my own
Amen.
mind. Okay, I'll make up
Yeah,
my own mind.
here's the thing. You guys go play the game and then you figure out how woke it is or not.
All right, yeah, I'll play it tomorrow.
I tried Forspoken like 2 times, dog. Like as soon as we got to the mystical realm, I just couldn't play it no more. That's me.
Again, I don't want to even talk about the game because I like the game. I like the gameplay. I love the game. The story was
amazing.
and everything. But here's the thing. Technically, it came out at a horrible state. And I mean completely horrible. And I remember people telling me everything. Oh, you tried it in performance mode. Oh, because he had like 6 modes at launch, by the way, that you could choose from. It wasn't just like quality or performance. It had like a whole myriad of modes that they had. And then the very first thing that they got wrong is they fucked up the gamma. And in case you want to know, another game, Clear Obscure Expedition 33, also fucks up the gamma. The gamma in that game is not right. You know, and the thing is, I know these things because on top of it's so distracting me. On top of being a fan of gaming, I'm also a fan of TVs. So I'm one of those people that I go into my TV settings and I know what each option does and I know what I change in the game, what it means for the panel and what I'm working with, okay? So when I'm telling you, there was no way, even again, to this day, Clear Expedition, you guys know, Expedition 33, top 5 game of all time, the gamma is still fucked up.
What does that mean?
Okay? There's no gamma setting in that game.
What's the gamma? Because I know about
So the
gamma
gamma
radiation. That's
basically-
why Bruce Banner turned into the Hulk.
Oh my god!
What's the gamma?
You see what
Yeah,
I mean
this
by-
guy's
by this is distracting?
No, I'm asking. What is
So the gamma basically means how bright are the objects in the scene and also the brightness relative to each other. So for example, in Forspoken and Clear Obscure, the sky is overblown. You can't see any detail. It's just pure white. If you have your TV at any reasonable brightness, it's just way too bright. And yet everything else doesn't look relative to that brightness like it should be in the same environment. Like it's just like almost as if the ground was under different lighting settings than other objects around and everything. So basically the environment looks either completely overwashed or colors just look really bizarre. And that's usually your gamma setting. So when they ask you, make this brightness, make this box as dark as possible so that the image is barely visible, or make it as bright as possible so that the image is barely visible, that's you adjusting the gamma settings for your particular screen, right? So that's what those boxes are for. And the reason they make you do that is because every screen has a different capacity. So for your screen, if they had just like, if it wasn't adjustable, you could end up with a horrible gamma setting. That's why almost every game asks you to do something like that, especially like big open world games, And usually you don't even have to be that accurate with that particular measurement. There's lots of leeway because your TV still processes the image and it will still decide the best settings for itself. So usually it's completely fine. But again, when you have games like Forspoken at launch, I think Final Fantasy, when I tried the demo, the Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, when I tried the demo, the gamma was also fucked up in that game. And Clair Obscure, and those are 3 games. The gamma is just fucked. What I tell people in Clair Obscure is go and turn your gamma settings to 0.9, I think, and you're going to see like everything is like way better than at the standard setting. But it's still not right. And there's no setting there. If you go too low, everything looks too dark. You cannot see into the shadows. I remember there was a cave that I went into and I could not see shit. And I thought, oh, okay, this is one of those caves where you're supposed to like light the fires or something, right? Like a labyrinth.
Clear Obscure?
Yeah, talking about Clair Obscure. But no, it just turns out that my gamma setting needed to be changed because this was a completely dark environment. But you're actually supposed to see they didn't design it for you to light up a torch or whatever. You're actually supposed to see the cave. It's just that if you have the same setting for gamma that you have on the outside, it completely fucks it up. It's only one area in the game, but it just proves again that they didn't quite get that right, So again, that was just one of the issues. Like Forspoken, nah. And I want to say this, even on the PS4, Final Fantasy VII Remake, when I played the first level, I thought this game was polished as shit. I thought it was like the best looking game ever created for the PS4 generation, right? Until I went to Sector 7, and then I saw those horrible textures that they had. And this is like chapter 2 or 3, where you are let loose, in the little town. It was awful. Like, awful. They had the worst textures, right? So this is part of the reason why I still haven't bought Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because I felt like I got really burned on Remake, because even on the PS5, even if you play the PS5 version, the textures are still not the best over there. And it's just like such a huge drop in quality. Some sections are hyper polished, fully beautiful. Other sections are just like PS2 level graphics in terms of the texture quality. So yeah, Square Enix has been dropping the ball for the longest time, and I just don't really feel comfortable spending my money on their projects anymore.
I'm gonna play. I'm gonna replay Forspoken because I'm going.
I sent the video. In the chat if y'all want to see it. I sent the video. I sent the video to show proof.
Well, no, I'll play it for 10 minutes and I'll determine the wokeness right there. So
look, I'll show proof.
Well, come back and tell us. Come back and tell us how woke it is.
I'm gonna stream it tomorrow. I'll stream it tomorrow morning.
Okay.
So everybody
let us know.
Yeah.
I sure will.
I mean, for Forspoken, they did like a update like 9 months later, and they added all these benefits and features. I'm like for that game, I'm like, I should have not bought it day one.
Yeah, I did too. I was there day one with it.
I was there day one too.
I was day one too. And I'm like, unbelievable.
See, there we go.
So now,
woke,
so I'm like, I'm really, so like, I would love to, like, I love Final Fantasy, but I gotta make sure they get the quality right. Because they just
I understand.
Like I said, it's not a new thing for me.
Is actually pretty solid. So,
oh yeah, now after the updates, and then on the Pro.
Yeah, after the updates, yeah.
Right, but when I first launched playing in performance mode, oh my god, the graphics, woo, woo, it was not good. The quality mode, the graphics was fine, but it ran at 30 frames. But they had the 4K graphics look great, but to get it performance mode to 60 frames, I was like, whoa.
One of the first games that was using FSR. They were bragging about FSR or something like that, FSR 3, or it was something like that. So, but no, I'm going to play it. It's going to be called the.
You have me lowered on the YouTube.
I'm going to call it Woken. Let's check it out.
Can I ask you a question? Is it confirmed that they are releasing Part 3 on the Switch too?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He even talked about it. Specifically with the memory, saying that Switch has more than enough memory bandwidth, but the Series S is where they're gonna have to, optimize for. So yeah, the interview really
Press X should out.
talked about that.
Uh,
So yeah, it
When
is
Rebirth,
Switch 2 day one.
wasn't Rebirth like only on PlayStation, like initially, right?
Initially, but then goes to PC. So it's a timed
Okay.
exclusive for
Damn,
PlayStation goes to PC,
So
and then they
So
decide
now
to
they gonna
expand
do
it to
all.
X.
So they,
Now it's all of it at
so
the
they
same
gonna
time.
do. They gonna do four platforms all at the same time.
Yes.
Now that we're on that
Ooh,
part,
I don't know.
yeah. Now that we're
That's
on
what I-
that part
that's
of the
what I'm saying.
topic, I think now that we're on that part of the topic, I would like to chime my piece in. I think that says more about the position that Square Enix is in right now because they've had so many goddamn flops over this generation. They started with Avengers, flop. Forspoken, flop. Foam Stars, flop. They even said Final Fantasy 16, 17, and 7 did not meet their expectations. So them going full fucking multi-plat with it shows where they're at right now. Because you got other publishers like Konami that just announced their new Silent Hill is going to be PS5 console exclusive, pretty much. And
it's woke.
you know, to be honest, they need to do another near Automata or near game. It's like, where's my near?
They did.
Like, you know what I mean, right? Another near game. Like, how many copies near sold? Like 8 million.
I think
9
Nier
million,
was
10
very
million?
successful for them. Yeah, Nier was very successful
Yeah.
for them.
Ugly
So-
ass game though. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Nier Automata was
I need to
awesome.
play
man.
that game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome
I
game.
picked the Game of the Year edition.
Very ugly world. If they do Nier again, they need to make it a $200 million game because that game was ugly as fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. And I don't care what anyone says, that game is ugly.
Nier?
Well, technically, we
Yeah,
did
Nier
get a
Automata.
South Korean
Nier Automata
remake.
is it has the ugliest open world I've ever seen.
That game
Like, go and look up
amazing.
on YouTube.
I played it. I actually played it.
I actually played it too. Like,
own
you
it.
can't use I actually
own
played
it
it with me. Yeah, I own it too.
Hey, what do you think? We played it on Game
I
Pass?
on mine.
We didn't play it on Game Pass.
See what y'all talking about. Let me look it up and see.
No, Nier Automata is fucking awesome.
Put Nier
I enjoyed Nier
Automata
Automata.
open world and just let it play on YouTube. And understand that everything you
man.
see is the best that you get. And it gets worse.
So Nier is the type of game that's so long. Like, you know, there's two type of games that I can't like finish. One is like Elden Ring, which just punishes you by slowing everything down, right? So make sure you like go boss after boss, like, you know, roll barrel rolls after barrel rolls, like drink your trinket after trinkets. And then there's Nier Automata, which just won't end, right? Like, it just gives you like, and then it makes you play a different character, and then it makes you play different perspectives to make
Because you have to
if
play multiple
Right.
times to unlock it, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, nah, man. Some games they just like to, you know, like. But if you like it, then you know, like, there's more.
So Henry, you never finished Nier Automata?
I did not. I couldn't.
Ooh. Highly suggested. Highly suggested you finish it.
Wait.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Henry,
you know,
when
whatever
you say
sequel.
didn't finish it,
Yeah, maybe they can.
do you mean that you played the first playthrough?
I got close. I got to the
Okay, you
the
didn't
white
finish
building.
the first playthrough.
Yeah, the white
Yeah,
buildings. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Everything was white and gray, right? So.
Yeah. That was a cool part. That's a really good part of it.
So,
You should play that part.
but
It look like how the new Final Fantasies look. Is that right? Let's see.
yeah, but you know, if they want to make a sequel, maybe they can source the people who did Stellar Blade. You know, just make it shake and jiggle more.
Celebrate.
Right, so-
I've never seen that. Was over exaggerated jiggle though, but yeah, it was still a fun game to play.
That was fan.
It was
service.
too woke for you.
No, it was not. It was woke perfectly. You know, that's the way it should be. It was. It was a little distracting.
Woke perfectly.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
It was distracting at some point.
First time I heard that term.
You know, nobody
Woke
shakes
perfectly.
Heard that
if you
term.
download it on
Perfectly
PC
the
and use the
same
mods, it'll be woker for you then.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I'm good. I finished it. I finished it like about 3 weeks ago. Fun. I had fun with it. It's a fun game.
I swear, if Brother Craig just wakes up and is like, woke.
Yeah. That's because woke is taking over the world. So that's woke is being rich. So,
What's your definition of woke?
Oh
What?
no, we're not doing
What
no.
you're
You're
definitely
not
Oh,
canceling
no.
my
I'm talking
channel.
about this
Hell
podcast.
nah. Yeah, nah.
So let's
This,
go.
man, this
Hey,
cowboy
look,
fan trying to shut down the channel. Hell nah. Hell nah. I'm about to mute Craig. Mute. Don't you dare, Craig. We're gonna mute your ass. Don't you dare,
You're
Craig.
right,
You
you're right.
this
I
Dallas
didn't say
cowboy
a
fan trying to
word.
shut down
We'll
the
be here.
channel.
We'll be
Hell
here.
nah.
You're right.
We not doing that.
You're
He
right.
trying
all
he,
night.
he trying to shut
We'll
down the
be here all
channel.
night. I'm
Hell
good.
nah. We
You're
not
right.
defining
You're right.
nothing.
We're
Nah,
gonna
no
find out
nothing. All right.
tomorrow when I'm playing. So
Yeah, do it on
you
his
know,
channel.
when I'm
You
playing
get all
game.
the definitions there. This guy trying this
Yeah.
cowboy
That's
fan
one
trying to
over
shut
on
down my
my
channel.
podcast.
Hell nah, we stopping that. Hell nah. You better take that red pill shit out on the this
No,
pharmacy's
it ain't about
closed.
that. It's about the money. It's about, where the money's going.
we are
I'm glad
good.
Sony is the one
We are
doing
good.
it.
We are good. Not part of the topic list, but there's one more topic I want to bring up. So I guess there's issues with Silent Hill. What's the new one? What's coming out? The woke one?
Townfall.
Townfall. So
Townfall.
people are upset.
I'm gonna give a copy away too. Follow
Here we
my
go.
podcast. I'm gonna give a copy away. It is so woke. I'm gonna
With
give a copy
with
away.
or without Diddy oil.
Without Diddy oil.
Hey,
I'm
keep
gonna
that.
give a
All right,
copy.
all right.
Yeah.
I don't
All
want
right,
Diddy
without
oil.
Diddy. Okay, without the oil. All right,
And to
without
my
the oil.
members, you have to be a member, and then you will feel full throttle wokeness when I send you that game.
Oh man, this guy. This is terrible.
Oh, boy.
But so Resident Evil Townfall. I mean Silent Hill Townfall. There's community backlash, I guess, because they feel once again Sony money had the game, right? I don't know. I don't know if that has any merit. I don't know if they did or didn't.
Money had it.
But what I look
I
at
thought you
it
were about to say
is
because
like
it got a black character, but yeah.
okay, I know.
Yeah, well,
How I look at it now is
topic.
it's 2026. So by now everybody should get used to that Sony's gonna put their console in the best position possible, whether they directly money have something. So I think at this point, 6 years into the gen, like spend less time crying about PlayStation. Either get one or just don't worry about, if you decide to play on PC and that's your primary platform, of course you have your benefits, right? Let's say if you choose, it doesn't matter what platform you choose. If you choose Nintendo Switch 2, or you choose PC, or you choose Xbox, because obviously there's a benefit or some benefit you feel that's there, and that's why you primarily play on that one, then enjoy it. But at the same time, accept the limitations or repercussions of making that decision. If there's a game that doesn't come to your platform, let's say in this case your Xbox, Nintendo Switch, right, and Silent Hill, Townfall isn't there day one or doesn't come to your platform at all, that's your choice. You put yourself in that position. 6 years into the gen and still crying about what Sony does and doesn't do to make their platform attractive, I think it's a pointless argument at this point. I think by now you know what the platforms are doing and you know how they're doing it. If you choose a platform and you're always missing out on the games, then maybe you need to get the platform that has the games that you're missing out on instead of crying about it all day. That's just my thought. Let me get Valkyrie's opinion, because I can understand like if this is a starter gen, but we're 6 years into it. So if you're an Xbox gamer, I think by now you should realize you've been missing out on games that didn't come out because of PlayStation, or you have to wait for games to come out because of PlayStation. At this point, if you really like all these games, instead of crying about it over and over and over, get the PlayStation so you can stop crying about it. Or I don't know. Or do you think there's merit in still complaining on something 6 years deep into the gen? What are your thoughts? You think there's any merit in 2026 to still complain about Sony money having games, or do you think gamers should just move on? Either if you're really concerned about all these games, then just buy a PlayStation and play them instead of crying. Well, what are your thoughts?
If you really want it, you buy the console that plays it. But you can't expect them to go everywhere. It's like I want a feature, but it's only in a BMW. I'm not going to bitch about it that Audi should have it or Ford should have it. I buy the car that's got it. Like you don't. So why would it be the same? Like I'm on Nintendo Switch. Yes, if the game comes out on Switch, like Pragmata is there, sweet. If it's not, and this is why I want a PS5 because more games I want are on it. And well, we'll see if my laptop runs most of them. But if it doesn't, that's where I'm going. Yeah, so either get a PS5 or get a PC because clearly it's on both because that's predominantly that. But I'm not going to sit there and cry that it's not on a Nintendo Switch.
Okay. Makes sense. Anybody? Any other thoughts? I mean, I completely agree. Where I think, like I said, if it was 2020, 2021, and you're trying to build a momentum, okay, But it's 2026. Nothing's changing. We're way too deep in the gen. Nothing's changing. This is how it is.
But I don't understand this because Microsoft money had it Titanfall. Microsoft money had it Quantum Break. Microsoft money had it Sunset Overdrive. You know, so everybody does this. Yeah, Tomb Raider for a year, and it's okay to do it. You want to
Stalker 2?
But I keep I keep going back to the PS4 when they came out and they were like, this is the best place to play. Well, if you can only play in a 6-month period, I'm not sure when Townfall comes out, I have to look again, but you'll be able to play MLB The Show, Soros, and this Silent Hill game. You have to have a PlayStation to do that. So even on PC, you'll be able to play Silent Hill, you'll be able to play MLB, I believe, but you won't be able to play Soros. So PlayStation is the only place, like Miss Valkyrie is saying here, that's the only place where you can get all of this. So either you buy it or you don't buy it. It's that simple. To me, stuff is it's silly. Like I said, the people are broke. That's all, you know, they don't want to have to go out and buy something else. It's like, well, the companies should do things specifically for us, and it's easier for us if I can just go and get it on the Xbox store, on the PC store, whatever. It's capitalism. That's not the way capitalism works. So at the end of the day, it will eventually hit all platforms. It'll probably be cheaper. And it may have more, you were talking about cosmetic stuff earlier. It may have more cosmetic stuff. So I'm buying it. I don't care for Silent Hill games, but I'm buying it. I'm supporting it. I'm giving one away. Make sure you member up to my podcast, and you will too.
Because it got a black character.
Yeah, you got a black, which is already funny because old black man is going to be in a scary town. He's like, I ain't going. You know,
I'm not going to die.
Yeah, I'm not going. You know, it's like Resident Evil. Do you remember y'all play Resident Evil 2? When they leave that gas station after they were attacked by zombies, and they were like, we need to go in town to the police station. If that was a black man, they'd be like, bitch, are you out of your damn mind? I'm going to leave. You know, you can stay here all you want to. That game,
I mean, there was a black cop in the police station, but okay.
Yes.
Yeah, but he was dying or whatever was going on.
That's what happens when you stay. That's what happens when you stay.
Black man you meet, he's already dying. Like, yeah.
No.
Listen,
See,
you ain't seen no Puerto Ricans in Resident Evil.
I play Resident Evil.
Am I lying?
You clearly didn't get far enough to see him walk into the police station.
Oh.
Who walked to the police station?
Marvin Harris.
Oh
man.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You ain't see no Puerto Ricans in Resident Evil. You're gonna be like, what? Going back to Puerto. We're going back to PR. We're going back to Puerto Rico. Fuck Raccoon City.
Yeah,
we taking that flight back to Puerto Rico.
Carlos.
Like, nah, dog. He ain't Puerto Rican.
Bad Bunny.
He ain't Puerto Rican.
He ain't Puerto Rican. I said Puerto Rican, not Latino. I said Puerto Rican specifically. Like, nah, we're good. We're gonna go back to San Juan. We're gonna take a trip back to San Juan to watch a Bad Bunny concert. We're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see Bad Bunny. I want to be in this town. You know, the hell with this. I mean, they ended up dropping a nuke on that town. They did Resident Evil 3. Then they do like a attack nuke on that town. So yeah, and then you gotta go. And then
you know what?
Will.
Sorry, but let me do super chats real quick, and then I'm gonna ask Will that, and then we'll get back into we'll sign him. D487 is closer to the mic, more mic game for M. I think we fixed that. But appreciate the super chat, D. And John Baptiste, $10 super chat. He says, for spoken graphics were bad at launch. They definitely updated graphics now because it looks better now. For spoken wasn't even on PS4, and I thought they sold me the PS4 version. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Wow. But hey, so correct me if I'm wrong, because I know you are the master Resident Evil lore. Didn't they nuke the fuck out of Raccoon City?
Yeah, so I'm glad you brought
So what
that
are they
up,
going back to?
So in the new lore, the bomb that they used was a biochemical bomb. It wasn't like an atom bomb. It was hitting the oxygen in the air to try to kill everybody that was infected in it. That's the new lore that's been
so the big flash didn't happen. So that big ass flash didn't happen.
It happened, but that's why I didn't blow all the fucking
That makes
building
sense because
droids.
the first thing that would have happened if it was a nuke, it would have knocked the helicopter down. Because the first, I watched Oppenheimer.
Like it had its
Yeah,
initial
nuke
burst.
guns.
That's why there's that big ass hole on the floor. But
Yeah,
it
that
was
makes
a
sense.
it was a
All right.
biochemical bomb that was going for the oxygen, because in the new lore everything's airborne virus now with the T virus and G virus.
Yeah, that makes
Wait-
sense because if you
Way to
play
clean it up,
Resident Evil
Capcom. Way to
5,
clean it up.
Yeah,
no,
because
I mean, I think that's what I like. That's what I like about these type of games, that they have their own backstory lore. You just have to, if you read all the stuff, it's like Horizon Zero Dawn, and if you listen to all the recordings, it does tell a really good backstory, but you do have to. It's arduous to listen to all of it. So yeah, no, that makes sense because the helicopter down, because the first weapon used by a nuclear device is an EMP. It's automatic. That's the first weapon used. So wow, that actually does make sense. So that's pretty cool. I like it. That's a good adjustment.
I like the way that you are like, yeah, the EMP would have knocked down the chopper, and yet a
It would have.
biochemical weapon that can knock out
right.
oxygen specifically. You're like, that's great. No, that makes sense for me.
Hold on. So hold on. Help me out here. Hold on. We're gonna look at this nuclear explosion that happened. Does this look like it was just knocking out oxygen? I just want you. I ain't putting the sound because I don't want to get flagged or false.
Said that they changed
But just look
the
at
lore.
it. But
They
just
went
look
back
at
and
it.
they
It's on the
adjusted
screen
the
now.
lore.
Just look. Does this look like it just knocked out oxygen? I'm just asking.
No,
I'm
that's
just
what
asking
it
the
was
question.
going for. It had the initial burst when it
But look at it.
impacted, but that's what it was going for.
I'm just saying. Just want to look at it. Look at it. Just look at this motherfucker.
It's
Does
a
that look like? Look at the
bomb.
look at the buildings. That shit got torn the fuck apart.
Damn.
But I think Ground Zero did get smashed. Yeah.
I'm just saying. But you know what? I can't hate the game as long as it's a great
It's
game.
acting like
Well,
a
it's a
movie. That
it's
right
a
there
video
looks like a
game. It's a
movie.
video game, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They could
They
do
will
what
let
they
it
want.
slide. Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
Will,
man,
don't get
so-
mad at me.
It's
Don't get mad at me.
hematoma
Listen,
bomb. That's
it's
what
okay.
That's what it's called.
You know, listen.
Nah,
It was
cells.
it was one big Lysol spray. I get
It
it.
kills blood
Yeah.
cells. That's what
It was one big Lysol spray. It was the biggest Lysol spray ever engineered
So
in the
in the
game.
new lore, it's a hematopic bomb that activates the
Hemotopic
stem
bomb.
cells
Hey,
for
you
the
know
bone
what?
marrow.
Hey, if you like it, I love it.
I love it.
Yo, but I can tell Will's like, yo, this
When you
is
see
Will's like
that, when
this.
you
Yo,
see
Chill was
got
like,
it.
this is
You
some
got
made
it
up
ready.
bullshit, but it is what it is. I'm still playing the game.
He got it ready. I
Oh, I'm gonna play it. I'm playing
Oh.
like it.
that
Got
shit.
it ready.
Oh yeah,
He got 3 of them ready.
I sure
know
do.
that. Even if I got 3 of them ready, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, he got
But I
it
was
ready.
wondering about that. But yeah, so I don't know. Anybody have thoughts on this? Like at this point, 2026, we know the platforms are the platforms. They're not changing. The next change is next generation platforms. But as far as this generation, Sony's gonna keep money hatting or make deals, whether they have to pay for it through advertise. It's what they do. So at this point, you could keep complaining about it, or I don't know. Henry, what are your thoughts?
Oh, Glinzer said
I mean-
that's gonna be Xbox HQ.
Oh.
Y'all are terrible.
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, this is what's been happening since the dawn of consoles, right?
I
So
agree.
Nintendo had third-party exclusive. Genesis had party. Well, Genesis didn't really have third-party exclusives. They were, but like I don't understand whatever happened to all the people that said just get an Xbox, right? Just.
Oh
come-
yeah, when Starfield came out, it was just
flip
the
the-
Xbox.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Flip that message.
They didn't know Microsoft had nefarious plans.
Yeah.
for their games. It was
They were telling them
nefarious.
to get it ready. They didn't know they had to get it ready.
What happened to the best deal in gaming?
Yeah. I mean, it's
It's
gonna
about
it's
to
gonna
go
be
up.
a
It's
it's gonna be a cycle
about it going up
because
again.
exclusives is going to help further expand the install base of PS5, and PS5 having a bigger install base is going to attract more developers or publishers who wants to get the highest attachment percentage rate, right? So they're going to want to publish on the platform with the biggest user base. It's going to happen, and I mean, what are we against? What are we against having another platform to play on anyway? Like just
Oh yeah.
yeah. Like I think
I have a
Valkyrie
Resident
said,
Evil
like,
question.
Yeah.
I have a Resident Evil question actually for.
I have logic, Henry. It doesn't make sense.
yeah,
Who
I,
would win in a fight? Who would win in a fight between that tall woman and Nemesis? Like if they had a toe-to-toe fight.
Nemesis will beat the hell out of her.
She would? You would? Okay. Because that woman was
Nemesis
like,
is strong as fuck.
You thought Madam what? Madam D? What's that? That's her name?
Yeah.
Lady
Just
Lady
Right.
Lady
Dama-
yeah.
Dama-
Lady
Dama-
Damaclea.
I forgot it.
Yeah.
The tall lady. I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah,
I know
that
you're
real
talking
tall
about.
lady that
I think
sucks
Nemesis,
blood.
man, Nemesis will blow that motherfucker. Smithereens.
Blow?
Well, she might.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cause yeah, he got a freaking bazooka and freaking machine gun.
Yeah, but she was vampirist, or because that's what I
What
read
kind
in
of-
the lore that
I mean,
I
what kind
thought
of
they
blow
were
are we doing
vampires.
there?
Well, no, man. Oh, come on, man. You better go to HR, man.
Oh, man.
I was just wondering. I've always wondered. It's like I've always asked people who wanted to be in a fight between Nemesis and that Mr. X dude, whatever they called it, was chasing me around. I'm like, man, this is unsettling.
Nemesis will beat Mr. X any day.
That's what everybody's told me. Yeah, everybody consistently says Nemesis will win that fight. So
Nemesis will win that hands down.
Never been asked that question. I've never been asked that question.
I mean, it's a good question, but it does have a good outcome though. That outcome is crazy. That outcome
that's
is
what I'm saying.
crazy.
Yeah, that's all I'm just asking. Yeah, because
Get a celebrity death match going. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Ask away.
Yeah, that's why.
So Jill
I love
Valentine
Resident
is
Evil.
tougher. So Jill is tougher than any of the other characters who have to face.
Oh, yeah,
Mr. X
definitely.
and, yeah, because she actually beat Nemesis. So that means like whoever.
Well, she got away from him.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say that was beating him, but no, she survived. You know, they said that was when they first did the first Resident Evil 3 game. They were like, okay, this is really true survival horror. The goal is to get to the end, not destroy the zombies and stuff like that.
Final boss fight never happened?
What? Did she kill Nemesis or did the bomb
Oh
kill
She
him?
did.
God.
She killed him?
did.
Oh, it's been a long time since I played
Yo,
the game.
Will is offended. Yo.
See, oh, wait a minute. She killed him. Will, chill. Hold on. She killed him. All right, then the game's woke. All right, the game is woke then because she shouldn't be able to kill him. Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm
dying.
Yeah, no,
Hey, I'm gonna touch on the topic before we dip off, but yeah, I mean, it's amazing how you notice like the same ones making the same argument, right? And it's the ones who lost the console war. So now they wanna they wanna get everything back in their favor for some reason. But you notice that most of those guys moved on to PC. Like look at Dark as an example. You know what I mean? He was like gung ho Xbox, and then he made the switch. He made the switch multiple times.
Post Up is still talking about RDNA 1.5. He is still talking about it.
Oh my God! I saw
the funniest thing.
Another topic for another day.
Yeah, I saw that.
So he's right, about people they lost and now they're just trying to keep shit going. It's sad.
The funniest thing about all of these is that they all got a PlayStation 5. But they are too embarrassed to admit that they have PlayStation 5s or whatever the PlayStation. They're like, oh, I'm PC. Well, I see a PlayStation on that corner. What are you doing? The other thing is, actually, this is more of a pop question, kind of a Rorschach test. If you are to be dropped in Raccoon City or Silent Hill, which one would you choose? And which one do you think we would survive?
Resident Evil.
I'm not going out. As a
I'm not
black
going to
man, I'm
Silent
not
Hill.
going to
Fuck
either
that.
one of them. Yeah, I'm not going to
Resident Evil. Look, I'm
Hell
going to
with
Resident Evil. I have a better chance of surviving. Fuck that.
Brother Craig going to the wokest town.
Yeah, what's the wokest town? That's the town I
The
would
one
go
where
to.
Leon gets married.
Oh, all right. Well, I've been told Leon may have a husband, so we're gonna find out.
Oh my God.
Next week, we're gonna find out next week. Because Sean's gonna do a speed run, so we're gonna find out.
Oh snap!
So,
Yo,
Brother Craig
guys.
on the end of Resident Evil 2 and 3, but he's like, we're gonna find out at the end.
Well,
Yeah, he's in the closet. He's in the closet.
It's been a long time. Yeah,
He's in the closet, bro.
I chose Raccoon City.
He's now finally gonna come out. It's a more accepting world. When Resident Evil 3 came out, it was a different world, bro. A different world. Leon
To answer your
wasn't too
question,
comfortable.
P-Rock, that's why he's going back for his husband.
You see? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's finally.
It's time.
I love it here. I
Oh
love it here.
man, this is so funny.
That's crazy.
Oh man, this is wild.
But just to add on to that, I think if it's working for them, fuck it. Like the Silent Hill 2 was the first exclusivity deal that they did with PlayStation. They outsold the entire Silent Hill franchise. If it's still working, fuck it, do it. If it's not working for you, if it's not working for you, like Square Enix, you have to go multi-platform.
Yeah, and you were right about Avengers. They spent $57 million just to get that license, and then the game just bombed. Like it bombed. So
damn, they really that much? That's a lot.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Marvel because everybody wanted that property, so Marvel games kept going up and up and up on price. So this is so. Yeah, to me they made. If I was in business, it's like okay, we need to have a bigger impact when we drop. So let's just get away from the one platform thing.
And it's crazy. I beat that game too. Yeah, I beat that game too.
But how many people are going to play? Are you all? Because Resident Evil's the next really, really big game just dropping, I think, this month. I know Avowed, I think, dropped today. Shout out to everybody that bought Avowed. Or is everybody here going to play
all
it?
Three of y'all.
It, or what's the
all three of
y'all. All two of y'all. Wow.
I'm just saying, shout out. I just want to know who's. I know Chill's going to play it. I'm going to play it. Are you going to play
what?
Resident Evil?
I don't play.
Oh yeah, day one.
Resident Evil or Vow?
I'm playing day one. I'm streaming day one.
Oh, Resident Evil.
Watching
you.
If I'm not gonna say day one because I don't know if because I'm playing because I got I gotta play. I'm gonna play Resident Evil. There's no doubt. But I gotta finish Clair Obscur. I'm on Act 2. I think I'm almost at the end of Act 2. I have to face the two Axions. I think I just got the ability to break the reefs.
Oh, you're nowhere near the end, by the way. Just so you know.
No, for Act 2 though. For Act 2. Not the game, the Act 2.
Yeah, you say you have to beat the Axions, right? The Axions.
Something like that. There's two of them.
Yeah, there's two of them. You are nowhere near the end. You are like midway through the game.
Oh, Act 2?
Call them out, Debo.
No, through the whole game.
No, I'm not talking about the whole game. I'm talking about Act 2. How far deep am I in Act 2?
I mean, I want to say you're about 75% of Act 2.
Because the end of Act 2, you face the Paintress, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's where you get the Pictos, where you can finally, you're no longer capped at 999. Yeah, I'm waiting for that motherfucker, because I'm ready to kill these bastards, bro. I'm ready to get my billions. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh,
because I'm stuck. I'm stuck at 999. Like my characters are just ultimately they're being held back. They're stuck at their cap. So the game, there's a cap on how much you can attack can max. So the max is 999, 9,999. You could do it multiple times, but they can't go over. My guys are easily blasting 999, but they can't go past it until you get the special Pictos.
You want to be unleashed.
Yes, I'm being held the fuck back. Like unleash the tiger, bro. They got me caged, bro. I'm here to destroy. There's motherfuckers. I'm ready. I'm ready, bro. Like these, and then I read online that the developers purposely did that on purpose to pace the game. I'm like, you motherfuckers.
That's crazy.
You're telling me so they don't. You got it ready to go to war, and
they can't.
They hold you back.
Listen, I want to unleash the Kraken. I'm trying to unleash the Kraken up in this motherfucker, and I gotta wait till Act 3. Like, I'm ready to destroy some motherfuckers. I'm investing some time.
As you should.
Like, all right, keep playing with me.
Just go Lune, elemental.
Let's go,
Elemental Genesis. Yeah.
No, but the thing is capped at 9999. I need the Paintress has the Pictos that unlocks the full potential of these characters.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
They purposely lock you in this.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, and another thing,
I love
that beach with that whole, I'm telling you, bro, the developer decided to do platforming. Needs to go to hell.
Yeah.
There's some sins that cannot be forgiven. This is one of them.
You need to be tarred and feathered.
This is not a forgivable sin.
Yeah, the platform.
Because you know what I'm talking about, the beach.
Medieval on them. Yeah.
Yo. Put him in the braising bull and cook that motherfucker.
There's like 5 of them. Which one do you hate the most?
The first one. The first beach, I'm like, I can't stand this beach. So there's a beach that's like a resort.
What activity do you have to do?
So you have to run on the logs that go around.
Yeah, that one. Hey, listen. Portal Rock, I want you to know this is a bit of a spoiler, but there's an entire tower like that. And that motherfucker is so high. And if you fall to the bottom, you start from the bottom. It's an entire fucking tower, bro. And it goes so much higher than you think. Like, you will be like, surely this is it. No, you're like a quarter of the way. It's so long.
And you have to do it?
You don't have to. It's optional.
Well, what's the tower though? What's the tower for?
Huh?
What's so important about the tower?
I think it's just to like, I think you use it definitely to unlock a trophy. I think it's part of a trophy requirement. And
Does it have a Pictos though?
I don't know what's at the top.
Is it important?
I think there's always Pictos. I think there's a Pictos up there. Yeah, you know.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out for you.
That dude deserves the Judas cradle.
No, he deserves
whoever
to
made
be
that
sent to
decision.
death.
Whoever made that decision is an unforgivable sin. That sin cannot be forgiven.
Unforgivable indeed.
Oh my God.
I agree with you.
All right. Okay. That's it. I think we hit all the topics. We're gonna do our outros. We'll start off with Chill Will.
Hey, yeah, appreciate y'all for having me. It was a great show, everybody. If you guys want to follow me on my channel, it's Chill Will. I like to stream survival horror. I just got done playing Resident Evil 2 remake and 4 remake. I'm about to start 6, leading up to Resident Evil 9. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Hit that like button.
You notice he says check out his channel to stream Sons of Sparta. Notice he didn't say that. I'm just saying. You do it to yourself, bro. I'm just saying, you know. Nah, thank you, bro. I'm glad
people are onto you. The people are onto you.
He ain't like that shit. He also agrees we need to be in $100 million club. All right, Extreme, my brother. Thank you so much. How you enjoying the summer?
PlayStation Nation. Hey, it's actually really good. It's actually really good. It's what is it? 20 degrees today, so that's much more tolerable. So really
cold.
Good.
It's cold.
Sounds cold.
No,
it sounds cold.
Very warm, like a spring day, like a nice spring day.
It sounds really
probably
cold.
like 80 degrees for you, like 70 or 80 degrees.
Okay, there we go.
All
right, that makes sense. Now you're talking sense. Now you're talking freedom.
70 or 80 freedom.
Now you're talking freedom. Now you're talking freedom.
Yeah, freedom.
That's freedom. That's freedom. Now you're bringing freedom units.
As you should. So, anyways, besides the weather, listen, PlayStation Nation, be honest with yourselves, okay? Tell these developers exactly what you want and exactly what you don't, and don't do it because you want to look popular on Twitter or because it's like fun to say so. Don't pretend that Sony money is your own or you give a fuck about how much companies spend to give you the things that you want. Just say like, hey, I want this thing, and I don't care if it costs you $3.6 billion like it did Bungie. They wasted $3.6 billion on Bungie. So I don't know why you asking for like a $500 million game is like, you know, it should be acceptable. It should be acceptable. So, you know, that's it. Oh, and by the way, Entity, before you start, I think every single dollar spent on Bungie was justified.
Hold on, you're forgetting one thing.
Before you start AI,
you're not a partner, and you don't have a partnership, and
right.
Oh yeah, you forgot. You always gotta mention that.
I was gonna say after Sean Layden went, you know, just.
Oh my God.
It's a good point. It's a good point to bring up. Hey, listen. In light of having us, you know, having our own version of, you know, our platinum trophy, I just don't have a PlayStation share partner. It's a funny thing I bring up every time I think about, you know, Sean the King over here, you know. Sean Layden Jr., as he's known in other circles.
Sean Layden Jr. Sean Layden Jr. Oh man,
with so many companies, you know it's true. You know it's true.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
so
that's outstanding.
I'm just saying. I don't have a share play partner. It's so embarrassing, really. Somebody should fix that.
All right, brother. Thank you coming through. All right. Henry in Taiwan.
All right. Yes.
Enjoying life.
Happy to be here. So one, if I were to pick between Raccoon City and Silent Hill, I would pick Raccoon City because, you know, Joe's there, Claire's there, you know, Leon's there, Chris is there. They can protect me, right? So I'll just stick to them. Also, let me give you a special thank you to Major Flourish, Megastar, SPR for being in Cho's chat with me, like when we're watching his stream.
Nice.
Fun time with them. Yeah,
What
so,
about me? Yo, what about me?
What about Doughboy?
But, you know, like you were too busy apologizing to Megastar because you.
You haven't played
Oh
that,
man.
man.
My
You
man said,
haven't
I
played
got
that, man. We
PC.
don't
I
give
got a
any thanks.
5080. Don't mess with me. Yo, he went off last week on Friday.
Oh, man.
My man did strays. He didn't care who was gonna get it. He sprayed the
I'm
block.
here for the ride. Yeah,
And he
I'm here for
felt
the ride
bad.
for-
He felt bad. He hit the wrong people. He's like, man, my
I'm
bad.
here for the ride for P-Rock to get his $1 million podcasting partnership and Chill to become a partner for Resident Evil. Right. So, all right.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen.
All right. Okay. All right.
And Sean King's doing walkthroughs.
Sean Layden.
And streams all the time too. And I'm there all the time. And you should come watch his Dragon Quest.
That's how you're a gamer.
It's fun. Yeah. That's how I know I'm a gamer, because I make sure I watch all the gamers.
The real gamers. The real gamers.
Oh, man. And speaking of Sean Layden Jr., there you go. That's the name right there.
Yo,
he got all the connections, boy.
My God.
My man got all the industry connections. You know what's funny? I was just listen. I went on your channel to look at your Forspoken, and he put it. He goes sponsored by Square Enix. I'm like, this motherfucker, bro.
That's why.
This motherfucker, bro.
No,
like,
no,
yo.
no, I actually had no issues though. I actually
Too
had no issues.
bad.
That's why
Listen, I believe you. I believe you, man.
I see the family resemblance to Sean Layden.
You know, you literally got the rose tinted. You literally got the rose tinted glasses. You know, that's how it works.
Before you go though, Valkyrie said
AI.
he had a work. Valkyrie said he had a work emergency, so that's why she jumped off. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Sean.
All right.
My bad.
Yeah, but I'm gonna step to the side and say, man, give M and Chillwell a sponsorship, get them partners. I'm gonna say that
because you ain't getting shit for me. He's telling you ain't getting shit for me. It's just crazy, you know what I mean? He'll complain all day. He'll put on his channel, this trash sponsored by Square Enix. That's what he would do. Doughboy said, what about me? You don't even play Batman. So why would they give you a sponsorship?
I'm gonna play it. Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just playing with you, Doughboy. He's like, man.
All right, but on the real, you can follow me, King. I'm actually doing a Honkai Star update 4.0. They just had a new update, and I'm also going to get back into Dragon Quest 7. So that's been going well, and then I'm gonna play some other games. So, oh yeah, Ghost of the God of War game. I will be streaming this week, so be on the lookout for that.
See, you see, Will.
So one person on this podcast likes it.
So one person.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna play it.
Now, you know what I'm interested to see his stream, because 1 hour into it, he's gonna be like, all right, guys, I'm done playing this. I'm gonna go back to Dragon Quest. He'll be like, I'll come back and I'm gonna have Dragon Quest boot up. I'm done.
I'm gonna wait till
that shit will be wild. That would be wild if Sean gives up like 1 hour into it. He's like, yeah, okay. Hey guys, I'm gonna cut out for a bit. I'm gonna go to Five Guys, get me some burgers, and then when I come back, we're gonna have this Dragon Quest going on. That shit will be funny. I would die laughing. That shit will be hilarious.
That would be funny. That
would be fun. My man said, "Yeah, I'm good." All right, man. Appreciate it, Sean. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah,
man.
no doubt.
Doughboy, going on, my brother. North Carolina.
Yes, sir. Hey,
my fellow North Carolinian.
Yeah. I'm on the west side. You on the east side.
Yeah.
So we might have to meet up one day. Do something
no
before you
doubt.
move back to Florida.
I'm saying, get some good Carolina BBQ. Why y'all put vinegar in y'all BBQ?
Yeah,
like
vinegar is a thing. Like it's a Carolina
I
thing,
know.
bro.
I know. And mustard on every burger.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
He's like, I don't know, bro. That's how we do it. But I noticed, bro, Carolina barbecue sauce has this hint of vinegar in it.
Yep. All the time.
Well, it's a vinegar thing. They put vinegar in the barbecue.
Why does New York City only do thin crust? Like, why y'all don't do,
thin crust? I don't know. You think of Chicago. That's Chicago.
Okay.
Chicago's the thin crust pizza. We got the basic pizza,
Yeah, you got the fold joint.
Yeah, we fold our shit. You got to. Gotta fold that shit. If you can't fold them, then don't bother to hold them.
Oh, man. Hey,
all right.
Just want to show love to everybody, man. I was on Chill Will stream a couple nights.
Man.
You know what I mean? That was fun. That was fun. Yeah, I mean, so I just like showing love to the guys.
That's awesome.
I gotta watch M. I gotta watch M's latest video. You're talking about PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
Go check that out.
Absolutely.
Yo, P-Rock, I'm waiting for your video, dog. I'm always
coming back. I'm getting back to that, of course.
We need you back. We need you back.
I'm getting back to that. I'm
Sean,
gonna get back.
I'm gonna
get to the grain.
I'm gonna show love to Sean whenever he stream God of War. I'm definitely gonna do that. So
I'm gonna pop through to Will stream, just talk shit about the Cowboys and see. I'm just gonna talk so much shit and see if he can focus on the game. I'm gonna disrupt his focus. I'm gonna talk so much shit about the Cowboys. Like I'm gonna spam the fuck. He's gonna put me on timeout. One or two things are gonna happen. I get put on timeout, or he just unable to play the game. I'm just gonna spam so much anti-Dallas Cowboys shit. I gotta see if he could. I'm just testing your mental fortitude. That's all it is. It's all off, brother. I'm just giving you. It's like Shaolin training. I'm just preparing you. You know what I'm saying? Testing your mental fortitude.
There's nothing you could do that broke my heart more than what my daughter did.
Okay, look at that. No, your daughter loves you. She did you a favor. She loves you. She knew your daughter knew you deserve better. Good shout out to her. God bless her.
I'm gonna switch teams and become a Jets fan.
I ain't sure what the fuck this is. Listen, if you were going for punishment, that's on you, bro. You know, so jumped out the fire, jumped out the frying pan into the fire. Be my guest.
Yo, I was telling Valkyrie, right? I was like, hey, come check out this RE4 stream by Chill Will. He's an expert, right? And then,
I died.
Chill Will was like dying left and right, and then Valkyrie was like, I thought you said you were the expert. I'm like, I'm not bad.
Ashley ran away and I shot that bitch with a shotgun.
He definitely shot her for real. It had to start all the way over. He was pissed.
Oh man, that's funny.
Requiem's gonna be great.
Valkyrie's looking at it like, what the fuck is this?
All
right.
You lied to me.
No, I was like a total liar.
And finally we got Entity 2.0. What's going on?
2.0.
Reporting live from server somewhere in the cyberspace. As I always say, you know, and suggest a game to play for this week. And my suggestion is play High Guard before it gets shut down.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, bro. Why are you recommending Concord 2.0 for people to play?
Well, can you play Concord 1.0? No. So, you know, experience it before it goes.
I remember the funniest thing about Concord was the people who were playing it, they were rushing to get the platinum. Yo, I never seen such a frenzy over a platinum. There was a huge frenzy of people trying to get together to get like one specific platinum in the multiplayer mode. Oh,
they did it now for High Guard.
That is hilarious.
People got the High Guard platinum.
Oh my god, that's just so funny.
That is crazy.
All right,
that's
solid.
That
is all right.
Change that name. Change that shit to Low Guard.
It's a Low Guard. Oh shit. Oh man. You know. Anyway, hey, to everybody who checked out the show. What? Doughboy.
No, Doughboy has he gone?
Yeah, we were talking about we were talking about.
You do your outro is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we were talking about Carolina Vinegar.
I already did it. Hey, I just want to show love to y'all. Once I start doing stuff, once I have something, I'm definitely gonna come back and show talk about it. But yeah, let y'all get the shine. Make sure y'all show love to everybody. Man, make sure y'all like the stream, follow the panelists. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm all about love.
Yep. Right. Everyone puts out great content. Everyone here puts out great content.
Well, I push out dog shit content. So I've been doing, pushing out dog shit content for a long time.
You put good out content.
I will say though, you aren't the general no more. You gotta come on now. You gotta.
I'm retired.
Call it a comeback.
I'm retired. I'm retired. So that's it. I'm collecting my VA disability. I'm collecting my VA disability. I'm done. Somebody else gonna have to take up the man. I'm collecting my disability checks. I'm collecting my disability check. That's it. I get my retirement pay. That's it. All right,
Bobby.
All right. So, hey, my friends, my family, my fellow gamers, your only friend is YouTube Street. That is a nice key set. That's the Resident Evil key set. That is dope.
Yep,
that is dope. I ain't gonna lie. That's nice. That is awesome.
Shout out to Heavenly Sword behind P-Rock, if y'all don't know.
Oh yeah. Look, you like that?
Bring that back. Bring that back. Yeah. Look at her looking out. Yeah, she look good.
You know when Ninja Theory made a good game, back then.
Yep. You know what? I'm gonna let her have her shine. I tipped myself out. You know what I'm saying? Let her have her shine. You know, I might do that. I might rotate a PS3 game. You know, we'll tune in next week to find out what's going to be the next PS3 game behind me.
Ooh, I like the sound.
Yeah,
I like
I
that.
like
I'll
that.
do
That's
that.
nice.
Yeah, you know. But anyway, you only for these YouTube streets, Porter Rock 77. Thank you so much for rocking out. You know, on behalf of the crew, Valkyrie. You know, she had to depart abruptly, but you know, we all give our love to you guys. Thank you so much, man. We do this for you guys. We enjoy conversating, and we're glad that you guys are enjoying the conversations. If you're new to the channel, I hope you enjoyed the show in this episode. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification, stick around, and tune in every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And then I'm gonna try to. I'm thinking of bringing back my Friday night lives. I'm not sure if I'll do Disagreement Day, because that's. I mean, maybe I don't know. I'll figure something out. But I'll probably bring it back Friday night lives and make it open mic night. I'll probably just call it open mic night because I don't think there is a Disagreement Day. Nobody really disagrees. So I'll just call it open mic night and just let people do whatever they want to say, whatever they want to do. You know.
You should say that Sony should only make $100 million plus games. Plenty of people will show up.
You know what? I think I need to do that. I need to put in a topic that's very abrasive. You know, kind of like I think is this prove me wrong type show. And see how many people will call in to prove me wrong.
Xbox is winning the console war.
You know, I'm gonna have to do some cap shit. You know, do some fake shit. Like, you know what? I was wrong. Xbox had it right. Prove me wrong. I guarantee there will be thousands of people fight me. Anyway, but Valkyrie's back just in time to say bye.
Hey.
Too bad it ain't Terrorbiff. We've been on like another 30
Oh, nah. Terrorbiff, nah. We got to watch him. Terrorbiff, you got to watch him. He'll start a whole new topic while he's saying bye. So you just made it back to say bye.
Yep. Bye.
There we go. Take care. Peace.
That is iconic.